Same damn dream, Doctor. Can you give me anything? No, afraid not. We tried everything it can give you without hindering your performance. I know you tried. It didn't hurt to ask, though. I'll be to the bridge later, after I freshen up. I will tell Schmidt, sir.
Yes, Doctor. Colonel Clark, report to the bridge.
On my way, Mr. Thompson.
Time to go to work. Oh, hello, Devon. This is Sonny Westmore, my date for the party on Rebia. Isn't he a dream? I am programmed for conversational English. Oh, you scoundrel.
God, I have a crazier crew than I had before. Maybe this will be a point in their favor. Azzilott, I'm going to miss the jokes.
I will miss them, too. I'm now going to be old enough to go on my own way.
When you get famous, look me up, will you?
Look you up? I thought you had to call to get older people. See, I am smart.
There are no tech-eyed girls on the ship.
I noticed them, too.
You don't need to prove it to me. I know your secret, Azzilott. You gotta marry him just to look her over.
You were funny. What? I meant no insult.
I know, but I just hope the people on your planet don't get offended.
There's little chance of that. Why is that? My people like me. They really like me.
Lieutenant Colonel Schmidt, report.
Colonel, we'll be arriving at Rebia in 2 hours. The space traffic is quiet. No hostiles detected. Sir? Yes, Mr. Thompson. Something bothering you, sir?
No, nothing. Just go about your business.
You want to talk about it?
Leave the counseling to Miriam, mister.
Sorry, sir. Guess your field promotion's getting to your head already. Now, sir.
Sure.
Colonel Clark, I wasn't at the staff meeting. I was indisposed.
You were briefed on the mission to Rebia, Mr. Schmidt.
Well, for only a little.
For reasons only known to me and to you, we are going to make sure that there is no possibility of a repeat of the Zuri incursion 2 years ago. I intend to maintain close contact with this vessel at all times. That means that we will have to send out small landing teams.
But, sir, all command staff must be present. Besides, I do not want to command this vessel.
Mr. Schmidt, I intend to protect the planet while we're down there. I may sound paranoid, I know, but I've been warned of trouble.
Diva, come on. You don't seriously believe dreams are warnings.
I want the ship protected.
Diva, Colonel, please see reason. I am disqualified ever since the shuttle accident to lead a bridge crew. Sir.
So that's why you came down with me that time.
That's right, Colonel. I'm your rank, but I don't have your experience. My expertise is getting out of trouble. Your job is to get us into trouble.
Very funny. Who is qualified to take command?
Colonel, hospital bay, medical emergency.
I don't know why you fainted, Colonel. No cerebral trauma, no abnormal brain patterns. Just stress, I guess. Stress about returning to this planet. My guess is you'll just have to face your fear. Face it and conquer it, and end it once and for all.
Nobody said anything about a battle, but I will face it with you.
Thanks, Mr. Thompson. Makes me feel a whole lot better.
We're not going to die tomorrow.
Where is Sarah?
She's still trying to make you jealous, sir.
I'm not sure why she would do that. We should watch out for signs of trouble.
You mentioned Curran when you were out. I know who that is.
He was my first officer on my old ship, the Gilder. Been dreaming about him lately.
Oh, yeah?
Doctor, is there any reason for me not to continue? Not really, but I suggest you take your doctor's advice and get some real rest, like with some medication.
I don't need anything. Yes, sir.
You understand these things, Dan Schmidt?
Yes, sir. Sorry I acted so stressed out there. I don't usually expose my nature like that.
I guess that makes two of us. I guess all this debutante party stuff and the planet seeing this again is bothering me also.
Well, you shouldn't let it get you down. We have a mission here, even if it's kind of bizarre.
On my old ship, we did things because I had no idea what I was doing. It was my first command, and I blew it. They gave me a second chance here. I hope I don't wreck this one, too.
I'm sure you'll manage. If you don't hold together, we're running about like mice in a maze.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I promise, when this is over, I'll have a talk with Miriam.
Sure we will.
Then we will both go down to the planet.
Who will we leave in charge?
Morar and Lancaster.
Yes, sir. You haven't said much since we came down here.
There's not much to say.
When did you first come here?
During my first cadet mission on the Deneb, but I've come back now and again since. I only served on one other ship before the Vanguard, the Gilder, and later I commanded her for about a year, but she was destroyed here.
No wonder you had trouble with this planet.
Azzilott was another story. I adopted him 2 years ago.
Why did you adopt me, sir?
I was in love with your mother and wanted someone around to remind me of her.
You are strange, sir. I wouldn't have gone to such extremes. He likes techites. Azzilott must have been a teenager when you adopted him. Why would you do that, sir? Maybe you did not eat the correct food balance, sir. Mixing hot dogs, popcorn, and chocolate gives me gas. Thanks for the advice, Azzilott.
Schmidt here doesn't like having children.
Why not? I figured since I'm off in space, children are a burden.
We'll take a shuttle bus to the city this way.
What happened years ago?
Colonel McLeon and her first officer, Mazquack, and Brack went down and were taken prisoner.
Wasn't there a bombing or something?
Then they escaped. Mazquack returned to the ship with the colonel and Brack. Meanwhile, Curran and I tried to get the prisoners freed, but they escaped without our help. Mazquack wanted revenge for the death of his parents, so he scared the Rebians into attacking themselves with weapons. Then he stopped some of the weapons as they fired, and broke off the attack.
They did not bomb the city.
They were not planning on bombing the Techite capital city. Eventually, the Techites got it back, though, not because of what we did, but because they were so bizarre they drove the invaders mad, and they left.
That is one way to do it, sir.
This is not the Zuri capital city, it's the Techite one, which is shared with the other hybrids and aliens. It is somewhat a rough area.
This planet is wonderful. If you say so. That guy's probably dead. Disorder is not order at all. This planet is acting like it craves anarchy.
The Zuri part even more so.
Farine is still a senator, right?
Yes, and it makes her of some importance to the state. She has some sway, but as you'll see, she is quite unorthodox.
I see. So we have nothing to worry about.
We'll be fine, but I'd sure like to know why I was warned by the dream.
Maybe it's just stress. Maybe so. Maybe it's just price of tea in China. What?
Nothing.
Blast hatch doors for a gate. I like it.
The Rebians apparently abandoned the fortress to the Techites. Probably for a bribe. I bet they looted it first.
It had been a fortress during the incursion 16 years ago, I take it.
Yes. Halt! Who goes there?
Excuse me, sir. We are here to see the senator, called Farine.
Can't you see I'm busy eating a Gelter dust cake? We'll find her ourselves. I'm a senator, but I am also eating.
We've come to see the senator. The line is second cousin to the family of the 3rd Garrison of Zuri.
It is nice to meet you.
I'm sure it is.
Aren't you going to introduce me?
This is an ambassador to the Lycra and Dargrai planets. That's senator and ambassador to the coupling units. I'm here to make sure your fleet people don't get in the mess of things.
We promise not to. May we meet with Farine.
My servant will escort you.
Farine needs her best bath towel after a long, steamy bath. Glorious, isn't she? My little boy. He was the runt of the litter, you know. Poor dear. But I love him even more than the others. Well, as you can see, he's well and in good spirits. Yes, but who's that strong, big, strapping man?
First Officer and Exo Daniel Schmidt. It's a pleasure, Senator Farine.
Are you single?
Mother.
Sorry. Just asking. Besides, can't a female act a little out there? This is Rebia, as you call it. We have a stupid name for the colony, frankly. So Rebia will have to do.
We had no idea you were so, flamboyant.
Intelligent, clever, savvy, or perhaps horny. Listen up. You don't get to be a senator around here without pushing a lot of buttons, signing scads of forms and petitions. You do what you have to do in order to survive.
I knew you were intelligent.
You are smart, but I am unusual among my people.
You are a special child, my son. That is why you were allowed to go on the space mission for almost 6 Terran years. Now you'll be going to another ship as a cadet.
I will enlist the Vanguard on my friend.
Yes, you will. Colonel, how well do we enlist female?
You have no idea. I've been here many times over the years, and Farine has always seemed to be there to explain things to me. I'm grateful for what she's taught me.
I bet you have.
Hey, she offered. You might as well take her up on it. I've always loved a man in uniform, or out of his uniform. I think Azzilott might be nervous about all this.
I am a Techite.
He's fine. He's just on another wavelength than the rest of us. Azzilott, my son, will be the first Techite in my family to go his own way. He'll be wished luck in this way. Now, Azzilott, we present to you the Scaltoric Ring of the Bird Skull.
Senator Farine, this man is a stranger and approaches you without permission. Your Grace, I meant no problem. I came to see Azzilott graduate, and one who served with him, and Colonel Clark. I am...
Brack, you're supposed to be at Mary Tersa being mental.
I escaped, sir. Was that the nutty psychologist?
Yes, the one who went to Rebia more than I. The one who was a young man here when I was aboard the Deneb. Brack, what are you doing here?
I'm here to see my son.
Brack, you're not Azloth's father. You never were.
You did not know me every minute of every day, Devin. I allowed you to adopt him and kept it from you.
You said your name was Brack, and I almost believed you. But I then noticed something odd about you.
You did.
This man is a human.
That's impossible, that is. Nice fake. What an ugly costume.
This man is not Brack at all.
30 years before the Deneb mission, I was here, Colonel. You see, I am not a Techite at all, or a Zuri, or a human. I am a Tadimus.
Elrat, I thought your people were extinct.
What, sir?
Elrat was one of the Rebians of Zuri who claimed many lies or truths in his time, and who threatened the civility of the planet just for fun last time we met him. He was also part of the incident 2 years ago.
Oh, that's right. Although I am not a Techite and cannot be Azzilott's father, I'm also her lover. Marine gets around.
Apparently.
Shut up. You're all my prisoners. I'll be repeating the incident some years ago, but this time it ends differently. You annoying son of a bitch. You will shut up too.
What the...
You will listen to me. I have certain words I've given to Clark when he was being interrogated years ago. Words which will turn him against even his own. He's lying. He's making it up, sir, isn't he?
He is a broken marble maker.
The owls are not what they seem.
You really think that 2 days in a room with some ink-stained paper and some bad old rock songs blasting is an interrogation?
I don't understand. Okay, how about this? In what dreams will come, I will come.
What do you expect?
I don't understand. He was programmed to destroy his whole ship, which happened. Now I've said the words to destroy his friends.
Diva Clark did not destroy the Gilder. You did.
But I made him tell me to do it.
You didn't hypnotize me. But coincidentally, I've been dreaming about the mission lately. Now I get it.
Because I gave you the words.
Hardly, Elrat. You see, I can't be hypnotized. It's on my file, if you ever read it. I have a little techite in me, genes from the aliens on Desiree, that allows me and all humans there to process the enzymes in the food there. And as a bonus, it makes our minds a little different.
I'm the Termorelian security guard. You will drop that device this instant and surrender, and then I might not decide to eat you later. It'll soon be over. I'll blow up the building. Do not come any closer.
I do not believe you have the balls to do that.
More are. Luckily we got here just in time to join General McLeon.
I hate to miss a good party. We've sniffed out another spy, the one who got the power.
You figured it out? I'm the real Brack.
The real Brack showed up. I'm not really Azzilott's father either. How did you think Azzilott was protected from harm? And how do you think the Zuri trapped you?
I'm not going anywhere until my programming is proven. You're an idiot and a broken shoelace.
I'll let you know what his plan was, and then you can eat him.
I will now announce my true age and name. I am now 45 years old, and I am called Elrat. I've been in your company as a spy for years. Don't you remember what happened after you crashed on Rebia? Do you not know who found you? Jason Darren here. I have no idea what this loon is talking about. Well, Colonel Darren has no idea. My ship awaits for Azzilott to go to the Academy, nothing more. And you didn't program me either when you had me.
The Zuri incursion was a cover-up.
No, they did rebel, and I was with them all the way. I'm smarter than I look, and now I will make Clark remember what happened to him by uttering one phrase.
No, I will not tolerate this any longer. End the foolishness now.
I'm a better hypnotist. The phrase is, when might we look through shades of pink?
Colonel
Clark.
Yes.
I know you're smiling about me.
What? I just had the most incredible dream.
I have Brack in custody, sir. Want to press charges? Darn right.
Yes, sir.
What do we charge him with? I have proof that he's an Azzilott's father.
That's where he messed up in the plot. You see, Azzilot's father is dead in Gillings Park Cemetery. Yes, I told Clark where he was when we first met, not to scare him off. Brack will be punished, and also Elrat will. Nobody brainwashes my Clarky baby. I told you not to call me that in front of people. I know. I do it just to annoy you. Isn't that what you and Sarah argued about on the bridge that one time?
See, you are smart.
Hello there, Devin. It seems the General and I arrived just in time.
It seems you have. That's what I always hated about your timing, Darren.
Got back your memories, I see.
You might say that and more. My God, look at you. You look just like me at your age. Thanks, Mom. You look good, too. For somebody over 50. I knew what you were going to say.
That you do.
Your daughter is a good officer. He'll make a fine colonel someday, Mrs. Kerrigan. I'm sure he will with you as a role model. And Clark had his role models, too. Didn't you, Colonel? Or did you forget the dinner beer? It's time for farewell now.
Okay.
Goodbye, Azzilott. We'll miss you. And, Mother, don't forget to send me some of your pumpkin pie. You can count on it.
I'm hungry for some pie.
Bye, son. Remember to look for the pine cones in the trees, for they security cameras that watch the gulls. And then remember me. See a star called Desiree. And remember our ship.
The Vanguard will always be here. Ting.
Good luck and Godspeed. Goodbye.
I want Mr. Schmidt to fly the shuttle.
They call me Crash, like they did that LaForge girl from years ago. I don't think it's a good idea.
Maybe we're a little rusty. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Sir, the Berkeley is at station keeping near us. No sign of sensor probes or scanning devices, but there are some unclassified space mines.
We should avoid them.
The Berkeley or the mine.
Very funny. Any sign of other ships within range of the planet?
Not close enough to scan the orbits of the planets.
All right, then. We're going to just sit around and wait for Colonel Darren to make the next move.
Sir, this area has been used for target practice by not just our hosts, but also aliens. I detected a large debris field and came here just to tell you.
Any excuse for you to be on the bridge?
I admit it. I thought I had enough of nursemaid of the ship on our last mission, but I didn't.
I understand.
We believe from intelligence that both planets were engaged in heavy bombardment, a civil war that happened about a century ago. What later ships found were the remains of the war, and the victors, if you will, the Laytori Mesons, down there were likely working for the nemesis ones. Or their slaves. We have no information. The distinction between the two factions still exists. To us, they're all Mesons. Maybe this is wrong as likening Rebians to their Megoran cousins, or maybe it's right. We can't know. But I bet they're working for the big shots.
That's why we're going there. Your man, Dan Schmidt, can lead a covert group down to the planet and report back to us.
Yes, sir. I haven't been able to lead a squad in almost a year.
Then you're looking forward to it. It's a good thing my knees are bothering me again, so I won't be joining you.
How convenient.
Just as well. You'd slow it down. You have men that you could trust on this.
I do, sir.
The Zeta system has planets, most of them between the mass of Earth and Neptune. Nemesis orbits the primary star Zeta 1, and Laytori, the other side, orbits the yellow-orange secondary star, and is slightly more barren, naturally.
Any native life forms you should be worried about.
Not that we're aware of. The colonists founded both planets and never mentioned native advanced aliens. Scans had indicated from passive scans is that the advanced ones died out before they arrived. Greys, like on our planet. Kind of insect-like, short in stature, and their bones are weird and frail from remains we found. Ironic that humans thought the planet was the Grey homeworld. The big interstellar war long ago destroyed them, along with the other advanced races, leaving us, the Tarmarellians, the Techites, and others behind. Centauri appear to have been also a Grey system. We need to know more about this before we go into orbit tomorrow.
Need to convene on this if anything new comes up.
I hate to be a cliche, but it's too quiet.
I hate being this close and not detecting any ships in orbit. Corporal Nguyen, status report.
The planet appears quiet, Colonel. At least up here. Settlements on the southern continent are in an industrial stage. No major spaceport activity. A station is abandoned nearby in orbit. That is all. Colonel, I'm receiving a strange blast coming from the southeast location of an old artificial mountain range. It registers as nothing we have ever encountered. It's not nuclear, it's clean, but destructive. No radiation, just destruction.
Full magnification. My God.
And I was caught in the cookie jar with a face full of cookie dust. It was priceless.
I do not understand. How can something so silly be priceless?
I'll explain it to you later.
EXO, report at once and show me the magnification of the mountain.
What in the hell did that? Summon the Vanguard and tell them we have a problem. Yes, sir.
What's going on over there, Colonel?
10 minutes ago, we detected an explosion on the planet Laytori that destroyed a small mountain, well, an artificial one, registering it as similar to a nuclear blast, but lacking the usual fallout. Titanite.
Not likely. The blast was way stronger than that stuff.
Firing off such weapons is a direct violation of the Terran Star's Peace Code of 2477. We need to send some people down there now, and not make it so secret.
You mean you want to let them know we're here? Are you sure that's such a good idea?
It will work out. My crew will assist yours in this. I'm not going to send just your gang down there on this, since it's just become messy. No telling what they'll find.
Yes, sir. I look forward to our joint effort down there.
In 2 hours, we will recon down to the planet's surface and have a look around. Find your best men. This is not going to be another dinner party. Understood. Clark.
As you know, we're going to drop down on this planet rather unexpectedly. It seems the Laytori colonists are holding some sort of weapons test with a powerful clean bomb. We're going down to investigate. I expect that Thompson will be the group's second in command on this mission. And Henderson, I want no crap from you, understand?
Yes, sir. I can't hear you.
Yes, sir, Colonel.
Down it. Louder.
Sir.
Thompson, you fly the shuttle.
You should fly it, sir.
I don't want to fly the shuttle.
But you're the leader, sir.
No, on second thought, I'll make Tyndall do it. But, sir, I'm a bomb expert, not a shuttle pilot. I will not fly, and that's final.
Yes, sir. Then might I ask who is?
I just got an idea. Courage and Dark will flood the shuttle.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Excellent flying, Mr. Dark.
Thanks, but what am I supposed to be doing on this planet, sir?
Maybe he could stand watch and call us making turkey noises. And let us know if the enemy's getting close. Gobble, gobble.
Shut up, Henderson. I'll hear no more wisecracks from you, or you won't be coming back to the mission. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That's better. Now Tyndall, Thompson, and Henderson fall in and prepare to covertly enter the city over the rise. Let's move.
Oh well, at least this gives me time to catch up on my reading.
Some kind of a city that way.
We'll go in that direction. We can find out more in the city. Maybe the locals will know something.
I just hope they have women.
This isn't a pleasure trip, Corporal. This planet looks innocent enough, but let's be cautious.
Yes, sir. Guards ahead are well armed. But those are outmoded weapons. They belong in a museum. Well, if they can still shoot, they're probably deadly.
That man up there must be their leader, but there's no way to know what he leads. Could be a governor or some self-proclaimed dictator, for all we know.
We know almost nothing about this planet, and couldn't find anything out from orbit. You didn't even check. I happen to know they're Messons, and they're elite guard, and the outfit is clearly meant to be a general and a governor, a dictator, the title on planet. How do you know that? Stop it.
Greetings, party from space. I am Governor Gerard, and this is CO, my mate. My guards here are for ornamentation and defense. You have come to the planet to see our advances. Good. But know that you cannot see anything classified.
I'm Colonel Schmidt of the Vanguard. These are my men. Thompson, Henderson, Tyndall, and Troops Carson, Dean, Bennick, and Garth, and Sekimil.
Excellent. Come this way.
That guy's a flake. I know, but not so loud. Schmidt, sir. We're on a strange planet. Should we go with him? That guy is odd, and his wife is androgynous.
Yes, it is odd, but we must find out what secret weapon did the destruction.
I just hope we don't get caught.
Colonel Clark, come in.
This is Clark. Go ahead, Jason.
Colonel, you're risking your men down there. It's hardly necessary. I could send my men down. Hope you haven't made a mistake.
Don't worry about Colonel Schmidt. He can handle himself.
I gave him to you.
Like you didn't need him. Anyway, Colonel Darren, I assure you nothing will go wrong down there. I would like any assistance, just in case.
I'll send someone down to the planet if they need help. Deva, I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Will that be all?
No, I'll send over Azzilott to have a visit with you, just in case.
Understood.
Darren out.
What are you up to, Colonel? It just seems like Clark needs some distraction from all this, and sending the tech aide over might help, so he doesn't do anything more than mess this up.
Not on purpose. Diva Clark just doesn't know any better.
Nobody knows that more than I do. Remember, I spent all that time with him years ago.
Well, I just hope my daughter doesn't cause trouble down there. I know trouble tends to find her.
Dan Schmidt is down there. He'll make sure nothing happens to her.
If you say so.
It's nothing. It is something.
Azzilott has arrived. Sarah, what's on your mind?
What?
Nothing. Any comment on our friend Jason Darren?
Well, I said this much for him. He's cuter than you.
Gee, thanks. I have a white unicorn. Want to buy it?
No thanks, Azzilott. How do you like being in the Berkeley?
It got very lonely there, even though Lieutenant Colonel Dark, Jan's mother, took me in as a foster. I've had many small adventures, Mother.
Well, I'm sure you have. Azzilott, what do you think about the captain of the ship?
Colonel Darren is a selfish person, but he's okay. I prefer to serve with you, Colonel. Oh, of course, you give up.
Oh, of course. You grew up here, and I knew Darren at the academy. He was not as nice then. And he has grown too, I think. And he's a good commander, and I'd like to think that he thinks I am.
I don't know what makes good commanders, but I have a bowl of soup and intend to drink it. No sense in trying to teach an Azzilott new tricks, and no offense.
None taken, Major. I am fond of the sardines. Is that an attempt at sarcasm?
Oh yes, I meant to say that.
I will ask Colonel Darren to return you to us before the mission is over. For now, I think we'll get a little relaxation in. Sarah, you have the bridge.
Schmidt to Kerrigan, come in.
Kerrigan here. Any luck yet finding out about the owls and the cameras?
No, I have not found the owls, but we have found the pine cones right where we thought they'd be. Keep in contact with the Vanguard, and we'll spend the night out. Over.
Over and out. Who's there? Come out and it won't harm you.
I don't harm you. You won't move.
What?
You're coming with me, spaceman.
Didn't anyone ever tell you never to play with knives?
Stop this now. Your people are in danger now. Drop your weapons and raise your hand.
All right then, I surrender.
Take him. Bind his hands. I'm monitoring another explosion in the city coming from that area.
Where's Dark? She hasn't reported in. Try to raise her.
No reply to hails, like no one's home. Red alert.
We are sorry for the interruption. A group of bandits set off a bomb.
And we have reason to believe that they just kidnapped your man in the shuttle. Calm. Dark, come in at once. Dark, are you there? Over.
This is Clark in the Vanguard. She's not responding.
But sir, the governor down here just informed me that some kind of terrorist gang kidnapped Dark from the shuttle.
Send Thompson to investigate at once.
Yes, Colonel. Thompson, go now. Let the guards drive you.
Yes, sir.
Milton will take you to the shuttle. Clark will be in touch, but I think we need backup. Darren should send in reinforcements immediately.
They'll be on their way. But we don't want more of you down here.
Those people kidnapped my man, and until he's found, I'll use everyone at my disposal to get him back. Is that clear to you?
Yes, Colonel, but Governor, surely.
Do not backtalk, Seal. Let them find their man, and then they may leave us alone. I told you this wouldn't work. Shut up, Henderson.
Looks like Dark fought before she was taken. How are you so sure he bagged one of them, Thompson? He might have been bagged himself. There's a dusty body imprint here. He was dragged away unconscious, and he dropped his ID and his knife. A rather crude kitchen utensil. I do not see how we're going to catch the group that took Dark. Maybe we should follow the vehicle tracks. Ah.
What is that?
It's another shuttle. Oh, I knew that.
I am Lieutenant Alicia Nguyen of Berkeley.
I am Corporal Thompson of the Vanguard. This is Milto, one of the city guards. He brought me here to examine the shuttle. Acting Corporal Dark has been kidnapped by the rebels from the planet.
Tactical analysis would indicate that this site was left totally open. No attempt to cover the tracks. Amazing. They're stupid for terrorists.
Amateurs. They seem to have left their footprints trailing off to the east. Let's follow.
Right. You're with me. Jones, watch the ship and try not to get kidnapped.
So, you've been at this long?
Only 2 years.
My 2 years have been less than stellar. I don't like authority.
Same here. Which section were you in?
8th, with 3 others that served with me. One of them was Dark, who got kidnapped. Where were you?
6th. I was assigned to the Berkeley after Schmidt left for your ship. I hear he's in command. I hear his exploits on my ship were just short of legend.
I ate a tale too. Stop talking. You know the tracks end at the village.
Paved road. I haven't walked on one of those in 2 months.
I have, on Rebia. Anyway, let's check out the local bar and see if they know anything. Well, I might point out. I don't think so. Suit yourself, but that's an androgen gang bar. I tried to warn you.
Huh, I think we better go. You better go, strangers. These strange folks are policemen. We hate policemen, even if they're led by a lady, which we don't like either.
I hate it when this happens. Let's go really fast.
Knock it off. We're leaving. We're having ourselves a little rumble.
If you don't fight us, we'll fight you back. I will wipe the floor with them.
I don't hit girls.
Unless they hit back.
If I had a martial arts teacher, he'd be mad at me right now.
Okay, smartass. Have you seen any men come in here talking about some cop they captured?
The ones you're looking for left hours ago. I'm not telling you anything. Okay. They went northwest toward the city. In a big convoy car. Government issue, you know. Not telling you anything else. I got what I needed. Milto's buddies set us up.
Yeah, but Milto shot the girl with a stun gun.
I don't blame you for not trusting me. But Thompson, if my people did stage the kidnapping, then your people are in deadly danger. Let me help you. I know how to get back into the city undetected. My leader underestimates my value. Now let's do it. Let's get in there and pull our guys out of the city. But first, let's get Dark. You're overlooked. Let's just say I have an idea. I stole the bouncer's spy pass and his credits. It appears he was paid to lie to us if we came around asking. But we fought and won.
You're a man after my own heart.
You are sly. I'm half Megoran. Oh, I knew that. I would have figured that out. My Rebian half distracted you, right?
Sure, let's get out of here before you actually make sense.
Okay, so the governors of Flake and Thompson are reported in for having a little fight in the village they called Felon. Henderson, any word from Clark?
Not yet, sir. Clark is still not advising us on what to do next. I asked for instructions.
Well, Thompson and his people met up with the team from the Berkeley. These people don't seem anxious to tell us anything, so I guess we'll just have to figure it out on our own. Let's have a look at their test site.
Well, don't let us.
I can tell you anything about detonators, sir.
Then all we need to do is find us a bomb. There's an anti-war protester going on in the town square right now. You must come with me and my men at once to avoid capture by the protesters. Hold on a minute, Governor Gerard. We've been given the runaround long enough. Tell us everything now. That would be against policy, Henderson of the Vanguard. Besides, you would not tell us your secrets either. You would be safer with us just now, no question.
Smart move, Henderson. Now he's not going to tell us anything.
Ban the testing. You, policeman, what do you think of the testing? Are you with us or not? I'm not aligned with this planet, but if you ask me, I'm not for the testing of your weapons. Then you're with us. I guess I could be in a way. The alien visitor is with us. The government makes weapons of war. The people are to rise. Protest the leaders abroad and end the secrets.
I think we should get the hell out of here.
Some kind of knockout gas. Cover your eyes and nose. Crap, I hate being in prison.
No kidding. I can also see why you're still a corporal. You have no patience.
The colonel keeps telling me to get some of that.
Maybe you should take his advice.
But he's an authority.
Sometimes we have to listen to people. Thompson, am I glad to see you? I have the monitors to the guardhouse, and all of the eggs I have in one basket, under the bunk. Someone left me a fine cordless dustbuster, you see.
Can you use the dustbuster?
What the hell are you two talking about?
She found an escape tunnel under her bunk. It was code.
You sure have some weird codes. Sounds like a tech guy.
It was. No wonder.
We believe your Thompson is one of the people arrested at an arms protest this evening. Do you want him freed?
Release him this instant.
But you have to promise my husband that no harm will come to our project. You see, Thompson was siding with the rebels to ban the use of the secret weapon. Not much I'll say.
Thompson would never take sides on a colony's issues. He's too loyal to us. He's right. Sue will take us to him.
I will see to it.
I don't trust anyone here. I say we leave. We can't just do that with our men here. Our mission is to find out what that secret weapon is and destroy it. I might expect you to fulfill your duties. I get it, sir. I hope so, now stop. Someone's coming. I've come back. Where's Thompson?
Did you arrest him?
No, I assure you I didn't. Thompson is fine, and so is Dark. As far as I know, the governor has him locked up in a nearby prison used as a brig. If you're not lying to us, how come you're betraying your people by talking to us? The governor is crazy. His androgen wife said so, in confidence. I wish you to help me overthrow him. Oh no, I'm not changing the balance of power here and be responsible. If you do not help, then he'll become the butcher, like the ones of old Earth history.
Isn't this room bugged?
Yeah, I bet Gerard uses listening devices for spying, and I bet you want us to conspire in treachery, have us thrown in jail too. I don't believe you.
Damn right we bugged this room, or else Milto here should get away red-handed, as it will. But alas, you have agreed to it as it is. I am forced to arrest you to join the other protesters who threaten my power. You'll be executed tomorrow morning as a lesson to the opposition.
He did what? He escaped? A tunnel? What?
Henderson, Plan B.
Well, I'd rather be executed than serve with you. You're a bubble-headed, ape-faced pile driver. Well, you're a giant festering wart, Henderson. They should shoot you now and get it over with, before I shoot you. I hate your yelling, sir. I hate your ugly face, Henderson. You'll be demoted to kitchen police duty. You two, break it up now. I demand it. Put them both in irons and beat them. Someone get the damn control fuses replaced. Now! Henderson, you shot the governor. That wasn't supposed to happen. He and Milton were going to shoot me first.
I was aiming at the governor, you idiot.
Drop your guns, or we'll get mad.
And now I am the new leader, and I promise I will destroy the weapon. Your ship may remain to oversee the dismantling and the closing of the mine.
Good enough. Now, see you, my condolences on the death of your husband. Henderson, I'm placing you under arrest. You will be executed. Yes, sir. He's quite dead, sir. His brains are all over the place.
Then the tunnel led to the great hall you were talking about. I just walked out like everyone else. Then when I caught up with Thompson, who was released by Milto's men, just before the assassination, I waited here for you.
A daring escape. So what are we going to do about the weapon of mass destruction? Surely the woman Androgen is going to keep it for herself. Oh, she probably will, but she won't get anything out of it if she does. I plan to do something about it. What exactly? You'll see.
So Jason shot the lead guy.
Yeah, he did.
It's not like this Gerard was important anywhere but in that place Schmidt landed in.
Well, it's still a mess, and we still don't have the men or reserve to strike the test site from orbit.
I don't believe any of what their media said, that Henderson is even capable of assassinating anyone. Me, on the other hand. That's a comfort.
This is no time to be discussing politics and assassinations.
Bleep, bleep, bleep. It's a landing party.
This is Clark. What is your status, Colonel?
It appears that we arrived in time for a military coup, sir. An assassination by a guard who obviously was a traitor, and they tried to pin it on Henderson. He shot Gerard, their leader, and now Se Wu, his mate, is in charge. She suggested to us that she intends to destroy the WMDs. I do not believe her. What must we do, sir?
You're the landing party. You should start acting like Marines and deal with those weapons. We must not allow them to be used. Do not hurt anyone else, Schmidt.
You seem troubled, Colonel.
General McLeon just ordered us to deal with this as Darren told me. I hate it when he's right all the time. I suggested that we were going on an inside job plan, and that you were far enough along to complete it. I'm counting on you.
Will do, sir.
I'd sure hate to be in his shoes.
I would too. I had to make a similar decision early in my career. I hope to make the right one. I am not ready to kill. You have the calm, Sarah. I'll be with Miriam.
This place is fortified loosely. I didn't spot many guards, and I have the people to back me up. Go meet the natives. Dark, give us a distraction, while we go make that quarry useless.
Yes, sir.
Halt, who goes there?
I am a Techite. I am lost.
You don't look like a Techite. You look like you're just crazy.
I'm from the planet Desiree.
You're in a restricted area. Go now, get.
The explosives are in position. Let us flee.
We got them. Let's go. Oh, Kest!
Ah, Schmidt, have you neutralized the WNB facility?
Yes, sir. We even made sure that the new leader, Siwu, would be destroying the warheads as soon as possible.
How did you do that? Colonel Darren would never let you live this down if you actually succeeded where he didn't do much. So we're staying after you leave to take credit for reestablishing a stable city-state. He wouldn't have it any other way.
She can handle herself, Colonel.
And the natives that Thompson and Nguyen found were very helpful in sealing the bargain. They're the ones that you had a fight with, are they, Thompson?
They respect us now for killing their tyrant leader. Oh yeah, what are we going to do about that? We can't just let Henderson be sentenced to murder if he didn't do it.
He didn't?
Well, he and Milto both fired, but Milto hit first, so he killed him.
He shot the dead guy in the dick. His head was already everywhere. Leave it to him to take the credit for a military coup. I'm sure Command won't press charges. Anyway, Schmidt, your mission was well executed. Now that the mission is over, we can get going on to other business.
Yes, sir. I'd like that.
Azzilott, you returned.
To stay this time?
You know, that actually made sense.
You are smart, Jan, but I am learning. Welcome home.
Well, now let's get going. Great to have you back, Azzilott.
What was that for?
You flinched, eh?
I knew that.
Are you actually afraid of me?
No, I'm not afraid of you.
Don't get soft on me, kid. Mr. Yen, you have a ship to return to. I take my leave of you, Colonel Clark. Permission to leave granted. Mr. Thompson, escort her to the shuttle bay.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Cassini Station sends their regards.
We've been called back to Earth again, but this time not for court-martial. Van Centuries is retiring. As you know, he taught at the Earth bases for many years. You were his students just as I was. We returned to Earth to oversee the retirement of my mentor, the writing professor of the Academy. Much of the young crew we have on board has been taught by him, so the return to Earth will be as important as it was for me to return. Also, there's something we have to see on the planet. Something about the entrance exams. It appears that Henderson cheated, and he didn't tell anybody.
I did not. I had no idea the examiner was using a different copy than the one I learned on.
You're just lucky we didn't leave you on the planet with Darren and his mop-up team.
Well, yeah, I probably would have been the planet's all-powerful ruler by now. Fat chance. Only thing you could be in charge of is a waste disposal barge. You would know. You would know. You know, Jan, there might be a chance for you to rekindle that romance you had going with that Aurora girl.
Aurora Petia was interesting, and really, I don't know if I want to see her just now.
Sure you do. You're just feeling sorry for the way it ended.
Sorry, nothing. She dumped me.
Sorry to pry, but have you tried any of those Zuri mating rituals?
Do you think that I would tell you?
I think so.
You're always right, huh? Hey,
That's right.
sometimes I wonder about you.
Now, Colonel Clark, I remember you were the most likely to blow up the simulator during fake attack drills, but this is nuts, even for you.
Henderson's cheating got him a few more years in the academy, and he was prepared about when Thompson and Kerrigan were. So what'd he do now?
Clark, it's worse than you realize.
Don't tell me he made a pass at your daughter again.
No, not since I told him if he did that again, I'd let her beat the smirk off his face.
I see.
I know you don't want to let Henderson off easy. Oh, God, what has he done now?
I know you didn't want Henderson aboard your ship, but Thompson insisted.
Thompson insisted? As I recall, it was Morara who entered the crew roster at launch 2 years ago.
Yes, but it was Thompson who hid the records and vouched for him. I do know Thompson was the leader of that pack.
It wasn't a pact. After all, I had a gang of kids with me, as I recall. They were far more like a gang than Thompson and his bunch.
You see, there's an urgent problem on the planet about the company your officer Morar chose for the crew of your ship. It seems they're wanted for more than delinquency. I will transmit you the information on this serious problem. For now, know this. It is the best of interest to this planet that the secret be kept.
Secret.
The tape will explain everything. Once you see it, General Rooster out.
I'm called Darren. This is the anteroom of the secret chambers of the Zuri planet. To the persons held in secrecy, we must speak to you. Delinquent children from Earth broke into the Zuri embassy on Earth and violated the secret ashes of the Petia family and the Zuri Trust of Geltar. We can show you the video directly of the gang of kids dressed in Academy Active greenwear breaking into the embassy.
Open the casket. I love graveyards.
I got some ashes.
You guys are sick.
Oh, crap. Simon, press the button. Beep.
Computer, what word was bleeped out during the sentence? It sounds like it's been edited.
The tape has been edited. Simon is correct. Interesting.
Computer, freeze and blow up that image. Curious. Computer, print the image. We get someone down in video to restore the image.
What?
Great. Just great. Holiday. Freeze program. The tape was fixed. You know the Zuri. I was able to restore that bleeped out word, and it was Simon.
Who would be trying to frame Kerrigan and Thompson? I lost my hall pass and found it a week later. Could have been anyone.
That guy wasn't me. I wouldn't break into a crypt. I'm not that stupid. I believe him, sir. The character who opened the crypt could not have been me.
And I didn't knock over any sacred jars. Obviously, someone's trying to set us up, and I wonder why. Maybe then you should tell me and Miriam what happened down on their planet before we arrive to have your hearing. You're all charged with disgracing the sacred shrine items, and you will be punished if you're proven guilty.
I will summon Miriam, sir.
You start first, Mr. Kerrigan. Tell us everything you know and anything of relevance about the Petia family and what transpired on Earth that night in 2486. First of all, sir, I had a girlfriend named Aurora Petia. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? Petia is the founding family of the shrine on the planet Earth. We were going to be going our separate ways on different vessels, and she wanted to say goodbye that night. I was not present at the fabricated event. I was with her. Her family demands your heads. Well, she always did hate them for being so uptight.
Huh.
You see, Colonel, I was making love to her when the tape said I was at the embassy with that Simon person and the others. Thompson didn't go to the bar and get drunk because he was with your son Azzilott playing video games. Azzilott will attest to that. I wasn't there. Henderson, however, well, he could have been. Mr. Kerrigan, until we get to the bottom of this, you are not to leave the ship without a guard or escort. You may go, as may Thompson, bring in Azzilott.
Colonel, I do not understand. Kerrigan Dark denies sleeping with women.
Were you standing behind the door listening? That's not nice.
I meant no offense. I can hear everyone several decks below. I'm a dog.
We know that. Now, Azzilott, you have a good long-term memory, being who you are, a man with dog genes. Now tell us, what were you doing that night in 2386? Tell us what Kerrigan and Thompson would have been done, or they're in serious trouble.
I was told not to tell by Simon, a friend of Henderson, after he returned and Marquette left me at the arcade. I cannot lie, so I tell you. Simon was not one of us. He was one of the gang Aurora was in. Their leader, I think. Thank you, Azzilott. That just cleared things up.
Well, I am smarter than the average dog.
Isn't that expression smarter than the average bear? Well, not in your case.
Colonel, this planet smells of ozone.
Well, it's not pure air on the planet. The smell is a side effect from an earlier era when humans used to pollute the air.
I see.
Let's go to the building at once.
Right behind you. Right behind you. I've always been a bookworm, but I didn't pay much attention here.
We all didn't. But the poster of Van makes it look like everyone was paying attention to him. Who designed that monstrosity anyway? The artist was Karen Lady. Well, that explains it.
It does?
The art lady was the most bizarre teacher in the art department. One time she opted to have a statue of President Devon put on the moon. She did it, too. It was 20 feet high, and after a year of asteroid marks, became too ugly to stand erect any longer. Some cadets shot it down.
Oh, yeah? Who were they?
Oh, a bunch of kids led by a young man named Kurt.
Not you two.
I shot the head off with my plasma rifle.
Colonel Clark, join us quickly. Yes, sir. This is Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Kern. I believe you know her, Clark. The others are Vice Generals Lenoff and Tango.
I am first officer of the Stronghold. My people have been trying to figure out the red tape of this case for over a year. It appears that your cadets were drunkenly hanging out in a restricted area, and they trashed the embassy shrine to Petia. The Rebians are still angry at the cadets. They want them killed. Naturally, I will not let them.
There appears to be a small matter of violation here, too. We know that your officer, Kerrigan Dark, was in a most illegal relationship with a daughter of the Petias, Aurora Petia, currently serving on the Stronghold.
Violation? I hardly call what they did illegal, General.
What were they doing? Guess, Patrick. Guess. Oh, I see.
Exactly. Now let's try and figure out how to get Kerrigan out of this mess. We all know he was not there during the break-in, and we know who can prove it. Aurora Petia. I must talk directly with her.
I'm afraid her parents forbid it. You see, we all know your own officer is innocent. That tape, as you know by now, was fixed. Only Henderson was president of the embassy that night in 2486. Well, then we'll just have to see her.
Colonel, it appears Jan Kerrigan has left his cabin and contacted the Stronghold. You must stop him. He could trigger a war between Rebia and Earth if he does anything wrong.
Tomas, prepare the shuttle for a return to orbit. I'm going to the Stronghold directly. Colonel Curran, please come with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good luck.
What took you so long?
I was in the air shaft.
I can tell by your uniform. Anyway, I contacted the Stronghold on a coded channel. I got your girlfriend, and she's waiting for us. She was very abrupt. Open the channel.
Hello, Jan. I can't talk much on this channel. Bring Thompson and whoever remains to the Stronghold. We have urgent matters to discuss. All right, we'll come over. Good. Aurora out.
I smell a trap.
So do I, but this is one I'm going to spring.
You always loved doing risky things more than I. Such a dreamer. I got the shuttle ready for our departure. How did you escape? House to be the practical trainee. The locks weren't very hard to pick. No kidding? This is Khaki de Schmidt. Come in. This is Schmidt. Go ahead, Khaki. Sir, Thompson has escaped. And Kerrigan. I'll check. Beep. He's gone too. Check.
Okay, I'll seal off the exits from here. Meep, meep. They won't get off the ship. Meep, meep. He did what? A shuttle's missing. We'll go get it.
I guess it wouldn't be a good time to mention that Thompson knocked me out with some kind of gas. I vomited on this deck near his cabin.
We'll clear it off.
Hold it right there. Drop any weapons you have, you two. We came to clear ourselves, not get arrested. It's a clincher, isn't it?
Remind me not to travel with you next time.
No way. Not leaving you out of my sight. So, Jan Kerrigan and Marquette Thompson, we meet again. Now, don't look so startled. I know you have come to clear your names, and I can't allow that to happen. Now can I? Just what are you planning to do? Kill the both of us? Even though you are cowardly and would likely make your men do your work for you.
Now it makes sense. Volker is a video technician by trade and hobby. He faked the tape. Ha! And then tripped the alarm system.
Pretty much what happened, but you'll never prove it. Nobody will. We're going to take over this ship and fly you right to Rebia for trial.
How can you? You couldn't lure Techites to the circus.
Your conspiracy plan is laughable, and your speech is too. She is, however, because you walks in right now to tell me, haven't you?
I have the information you seek, true beloved. I lured Kerrigan and Thompson here for you, too. It'll be easy, considering the Rebian plant we put in place at the Colonel is none other than my father. Aurora, you betrayed me and my people. How could you do this? How could you possibly do this? I'm sorry I tricked you. I needed an out, Jan Kerrigan Dark. I needed a way to act innocent, and you were the perfect scapegoat. You were so pure and kind, and now you will suffer and you will die.
In the name of God, throw them in the brig.
When I get out of this, I will beat you senseless.
Take them away.
Your ship is not responding to our hails. Try the code red signal. Nothing. Tell me, is there an Aurora Petia aboard your ship? She is the security chief. Red alert, evasive action.
Incoming missile.
Shields up. Prepare return fire.
She might try a space jump.
The shield's held.
Sarah, hit their Bussard collectors and their solar sail dampeners.
Aye, sir.
They're not going anywhere now.
That's crazy current, but it worked.
Colonel, she might try to get away on impulse power.
Sarah, open a channel to the ship. What is the meaning of this call, Vanguard? Hand over our men at once. They got on AWOL and we want them back. I'm Colonel McPherson. We didn't kidnap them. They're fine down here. I can send you a tape of them if you like. No thanks. We've got one too many tapes these days, Mr. McPherson. Now, if you don't mind, we're going to link up with your vessel and get to the bottom of this right now. If you object, well, tough. No, McPherson out.
She is lying.
Explain, Mr. Anderson.
Oh, I will. I might as well, since if I don't, Kerrigan and Thompson will die. I was there when Simon Volker attacked the embassy drunkenly and spread ashes all over. Ashes from the Rebia and Zuri guys.
Colonel, the man's voice print does not match, and his facial features are wrong. He's wearing some kind of masking array. He's Vadras Petia.
You sure about that?
Yes, sir. Vadras Petia was at that incident, too. There was an older guy with us. Maybe it was him.
We have to get our guys back. Vadras Petia is the most vehemently nasty Zuri we have ever known. He makes Raxler and Elrat look like something out of a children's story. Petia's family is the second strongest family on Rebia.
They own the main base on Grundahar, actually. He will not be a foe to easily hide under a table.
Indeed, Petia is a remarkable man, and McPherson is married to him.
Must figure out a way to trap him.
That isn't so easy. You see, we can't just blow up the stronghold. He's got Thompson and Kerrigan, a crew of 80 people on that ship, under his leash. They would die for him. We would start a war if we attacked them.
Henderson here has admitted to having been at the embassy, so he knows Kerrigan and Thompson weren't. And also, Aurora Petia knows, but she's Vadras' daughter.
Yes, we know about that, but what are we going to do about it?
I have an idea. This woman likes Kerrigan, so why not play her game and get her so she somehow acts as her father? She didn't like him, so let's make her kill him for us. Sarah, that's ludicrous. Shut up, Henderson. You can't even spell ludicrous.
Stop it. We'll go with Morar's plan instead.
My plan, sir? Trapping them?
It is crazy, but perhaps with a little help from Miriam, we can get it to work.
Deglet.
Thompson, does it do any good to punch holes in the wall?
Sure, because I will know just how hard to hit Volker when I get hold of his traitorous ass.
I agree, Marquette, but we have not yet figured out how to get out of this mess. After the attack happened, I was sure the Vanguard was out there, but then it was probably something else. The Vanguard would have been here by now.
I think it was the Vanguard, and a shuttle. They claimed it was shot down, but I don't think so.
Clark must have a plan.
Come with us, you two. It seems your colonel wants to see you on the viewer, or he's going to blow us all to hell, he says.
They will fail.
What is it with that girl, anyway? And what did you do, Volker? Drug her silly?
Must have. No woman would have Volker. Only the mascot, the Academy Anteater, would stick by him.
You'll pay for that mark later. Take them to the lift.
I have brought Thompson and Kerrigan for you to see.
Report. We're fine, sir.
Yeah, no problems here. That's good, because we wouldn't want you to lose your wristbands, so keep the eggs in one basket. Take them away. How nice that you tortured them and kept them unkempt.
Nice?
I would have killed them myself had I been here when they escaped my brig. And now you keep them, or do what you will.
Don't let them eat my salad dressing. They're going to raise the chickens to chop up the meat and put it into the salad. We want to talk to him about Mark.
When you execute them, be sure to record it on tape for all to see. You are trying to trick me. I don't know anything about that. I know Techites, you fool. You're planning to attack me and destroy me. I don't like that very much. I am, but all I wanted to do was have you and Miriam talk. I address you as a kindred spirit, Colonel, or whatever you call yourself now. I'm the ruler of the newfound colony of telepaths, and I see you are very bored and very stupid.
There's no such colony. I'm Vadras Petia. Don't you crazy people know who I am?
Only an idiot would make you, a bunch of idiots, look bad. Shut up, you worm.
I'm the only one who tells me when to shut up, for I'm Vadras Petia.
We know that. In fact, so does the fleet now surrounding your ship. I suggest you give up right now or we'll destroy you. Five Avenger-class vessels and 2 Sojourner-class vessels are off our bow and stern and starboard. Damn, we should have seen them.
You're a pawn in my game, daughter, and I no longer need you.
Surrender now and prepare to be boarded.
Don't worry, I won't surrender.
Activate the device.
Mission accomplished, sir. They didn't actually check you for that sleeping gas stuff. Wow.
Arrest them this time and throw them in the brig.
No, it can't be. Kill me now.
I've done worse, so lights out for you too.
The Rebians will deny they had anything to do with this because it makes them look bad.
The truth drugs also made Petia admit to many other things, including killing McPherson and allegedly screwing a heterogork in the back end during a party one time.
What are you talking about?
It's sort of a 4-foot chicken velociraptor llama thing, native to Rebia.
I would bid him.
Anyway, what are we going to do about the stronghold?
Normally you aren't that heroic, but your interesting battle plan worked. So we're forced to give you something. You're officially colonel of the ship. Thank you, sir.
The leaders of Zuri claim they're going to execute Vadris tomorrow. It seems even they hated him. Now Aurora Petia has been placed in a mental institution and is recovering from the drugs given to her by her father and Volcor.
Corporal Henderson was the only one who violated the sacred urn in our crew. I have convinced the Zuri government not to kill Henderson. I told them that he would get a fitting torture. They let the matter slide after that. It seems that now they have their hands on Petia. They're willing to bargain for anything. It seems they hated him for taking over some base a while back.
Then it's settled.
General, the traitor Volcor is dead. Suicide by his own belt.
A good riddance. He was only looking for the traitors.
Yes, sir. If you'll excuse us, we have a party to attend.
I got an ideal torture for Henderson. There's a bunch of sponge pipe exposed all over the enemy ship from the battle. I'll have him pick it up. It'll take him days.
Very well. Who invited those 3 hack frauds to my party?
They're the entertainment. Space cops. Cops from the future. Future Spade.
Doesn't seem very enthused, does he? Gratuitous cameo.
We're nearly ready for the party in the ship's galley. The streamers, which were recycled light papers, looked very pretty, and we actually produced some real rubber balloons.
I see that Mirar is making the event proper. I guess we should be going.
We should, Colonel. After all, Zara didn't want this last year. Miriam talked her into it this year. But don't ask her how old she is.
I know how old she is.
Sir, what about the bridge watch attendant?
I think the second shift can handle it. Besides, what could possibly happen while we're in hyperspace?
So, Zara, how old are you? I'm not telling you that, Henderson. Besides, you should never ask a girl her age. Besides, I know you're asking just to annoy me, so there. Touchy, isn't she? Colonel, you are just in time to eat some cake.
When did we cut the cake already?
We couldn't wait. Zara was impatient because she loves chocolate as much as she likes male humans, I think.
I see, then. Carry on.
Relativity laws seem to break down within the space-time continuum.
But the laws of physics do not apply in hyperspace rationale. We're talking about a completely different system.
Normally, there's a way to measure the time-space ratio within Einstein's universe using a Hawkins equation.
A difference of opinion, sir, is not a testable hypothesis.
I see. Then what about the fact that Einstein wrote that anything going the square of light speed would become energy?
Well, it was a testable hypothesis at the time, but once we could go the speed of light and beyond, it all changed.
So how do you like the party?
Considering I helped build it, I can't say I'm all that excited. I spent days finding out how to reproduce the stuff, and I don't know how you found balloons, sir.
I have my methods, and a large store of expired prophylactics in the cargo bay. They make excellent balloons.
Damn, sir, those are extra large ones.
Well, they were getting a little small on me.
Damn.
Attention, crew. I would like to propose a toast to Zara Janoli, the most bizarre crewwoman on the Vanguard. She can make the mundane seem fun, and she can annoy you to death. But most of all, she makes you run out of breath to argue with her. She's a great gal, to Zara.
To Zara.
Clark to the bridge. What's going on up there? Come in, bridge. I don't think anybody's answering, sir.
All hands report to duty stations by way of the stairs. Do not get into the califs, and don't panic. I thought it was an earthquake. There are no earthquakes in space. Oh, okay.
Let's get to the bridge and find out what happened.
Sir, there's a ship out there.
A ship?
A ship. It is stuck to our hull, and it pulled us from hyperspace.
How could a ship do that?
If it was anything like the ship we crashed into before you came aboard, then we have our hands full. You see, Kerrigan, before you signed aboard the ship, we went on a little training cruise. Then we picked up the recruits, including you, at Earth. It was a little cruise in which Clark and I fell in love. And the Messon, the annoying braggarts, stuck a freight ship to the hull of the Vanguard. It was quite embarrassing, having to pull it off the hull with whatever we could find.
Fortunately, I knew what to do, having met the Messon before on the Gilder, and before that on the Deneb. They're Earth-based and hate us mostly. They want a fleet of their own, so they buy ships and equip them with a magnetized ray that sends other ships sailing into the paths of ships they want to catch. Safety fields shoot in place, and the ships smack into one another.
This one is hailing us.
On-screen.
Zara Janoli. Sarah, my dear, fancy meeting you here like this. We were attacked by a Meson ship. We were tracking your course to make sure we didn't run into you. And then they appeared blasting us with their unwomanly weapon.
The rock star, you're still alive after all this time?
Yes, I'm the woman of folklore on the planet Lydius. Although I've been away a long time, I met you not only a few months ago. Are you really related to Zara? We're all sisters on my planet, Corporal.
How did she know my rank?
A keen eyesight. I eat a lot of carrots, you know. Gives me good eyesight. Besides, I can tell a grunt when I see one.
What do you want?
Colonel Clark, I address you truthfully now. Can you assist us, or are you too busy?
Yes, we can, Zara Janoli. We would be happy to have you over and to repair your ship. You're just in time. It's Zara's 31st birthday today. Oh, oops.
I told you not to tell anybody.
Sorry, Sarah. Besides, she knows.
Well, in that case, whatever. I'll come over when I gather my things. Zara Janoli out.
Precocious, isn't she? You don't know the half of it. That was the woman who inspired my name and my career in the fleet. Without her, I would never have graduated. Before I signed aboard, you knew Clark, the colonel. What exactly caused you to meet?
Her name was Zotham.
I almost didn't recognize her. Zara and I are old friends, you might say.
Now we have new friends, don't we?
The disgusting sentiment is lost on me. Colonel, a second ship has appeared on the scene, and it matches the configuration of a Gabby-class Meson warship. Position.
She'll be closing in on us in seconds, sir. Do we have shields?
No, not with that rockstar ship stuck to our hull. We're sitting ducks. When the goats walked all over Grandpa Jethro's farm, the pesky animals had to be held up in the barn, I think.
They're firing on us.
Evasive action, hard to starboard.
They're hailing us.
I am Captain Dirk Westerly, of the Starship Proud Bear. You're my guests, all of you.
Did you attack the Lydian ship just to get to me? Westerly, you didn't need to bother. This is some kind of joke. I'm not amused.
You aren't in a position to disagree at this time, Clark. Consider yourselves my guests, not my prisoners, until I decide what to do with you next. I got you again. Very funny.
That guy and the colonel go way back.
And he's put on a little weight since then. Dear, if you want to know men, you have to know their weaknesses. Men are easily swayed by us women. We're good. Yes, some are, but I like to think of myself as a bad girl more than often. Okay, you crazy people. I give you 5 minutes to surrender your ship, including all your knowledge of the Twembley flip technique, to me, Dirk out.
What an ass.
He is a major obstruction of the bowels.
You too, stop that.
Would you mind explaining yourself, Zara Janoli?
It seems we have a problem, Colonel Clark. The Meson captain. He's demanding the Twembley flip guidebook I have on my ship, but he crashed my ship into your ship to get it. Obviously, he just wanted to meet up with you again.
We go way back. To make a long story short, that guy got busted for something really gross at the academy. Apparently, he accosted the local branch's mascot, a large, fluffy Desirite sheep.
And Desiree, where the men are men and the sheep are confused. You caught him.
And he told me not to tell anyone, but it got out. I thought telling Carolyn wouldn't do anything, but she told June. And she told anyway, you get the idea. We must figure out how we're going to stop him.
Like I said, he's got to have a weakness.
Yes, besides a fondness for counting sheep.
Yes, and we have to use this weakness to our advantage before he calls back in 5 minutes.
I'm sure if we put our heads together, we can rub all the hair off the back of the fir trees. Or the wolf that slept with the lamb.
Knock off the sheep jokes. Good lord.
But I'm sheepish, not a sheep.
Yes, you're a dog man, and it's been 5 minutes and he hasn't called back.
Sir, Westerly's on the channel. He wants the Twembley move.
On screen.
I want the Twembley flip technique, as used behind the scenes in the film The Three Ninjas. Give me it now, Clark, or I'll fire on your ship. Jerk. Clark, I want the flip move now. Have the person who has the book on how to perform the move brought aboard my ship at once.
You're gonna have to come over here to get it, Dirk.
Do you take me for a fool? An idiot could figure out that bluff, Clark. You forget. I proved your worst example at the academy. You can't possibly think that something as inane as having me come over. Ha ha! You see how easily I figured you out.
To the letter, I'm sure.
No more. I give you half an hour. Call me back and tell me you're sending me the flip in person.
I'm not that stupid either. Clark out.
He's gone, sir.
Mr. Carrigan, find out everything you can on Dirk Westerly and on the Twembley flip technique, because I haven't the slightest idea what it is. He'll begin checking, sir. I'm gonna go find out what Zara Janoli knows about this. Schmidt, you have the bridge. I had no idea you knew about bartending. Usually hubris does that. I've heard an old saying from Rebia. Knowing medicine and knowing drinks are often close relatives. I can make for you the most powerful potions, just as I would make a useful medical subscription. It takes a very skilled hand to mix it the right way. Mostly it's a delicate procedure, much like laser surgery. You add 2 tablespoons of coral juice extract, 4 tablespoons of macada from the moon of Rebia, and then the devil juice. Without that, you can't make a proper Varutian sludge, and of course, you must have the ice. How come you know so much about bartending, Miriam? Aren't you just barely 24 at this point? I like to know what I'm drinking. I never want to know what I'm drinking. Losing all the mystery. Indeed. Pass me one of those. It's your performance on the ship that has been hindering your rise in status. You concentrate too much on trying to impress people. I think you should have a humble attitude instead.
You know I do it just because I want to impress my commanding officer, Diva. It's not like back when we used to be going steady.
No, it's not. I've come to terms with that incident, and you have too. You have Henderson. I could dare say that you and he are a good thing.
I tried to mellow him out, sir.
Don't forget that you have to help your career first, not the careers of others. Experience on your own, and with a team, makes a commander. And without that, you will never truly rise in the ranks. You're responsible for you.
I understand all of that.
You're a true friend, Zara. I only want what's best for you. Hello, Colonel. Come try our new mixers. You'll love these drinks. Miriam and I made a Tanakian fizz before you arrived. Now we've tried new combinations. Here, try some.
What the hell is that?
I call it a sunblood. Tomato, orange, vodka, and rum. A Bloody Mary without the salsa. I heard enough. Well, this stuff tastes...
In your honest opinion? Not really. It needs a salsa. You're cruel, Diva.
Let me try it. Yeah, I guess it needs more work. Excuse me, Zotham. We have a few questions about me.
Do you know that you have the prettiest eyes, Colonel? It's the way they sparkle in this fog that makes you mysterious, you know. Zotham, please. Yes, Colonel. Westerly is very obvious to me. His mind is pretty much opened. It's as plain as the red foam on your nose. Huh? Made you look. Anyway, he's quite possessive of his fans and his foes, and more than ever, his lover.
That's what you said to Sarah when you described me to her at the academy. Cripes, you mean he has hots for me?
When in space, my dear Colonel. Devon, simply you know that the old saying about the man who stays single for too long, the weird rumors come, and people wonder about the single person, wondering if they are truly turned on by the opposite sex anymore.
I'm as straight as you are, Zara Janoli. As for Dirk, I guess he really was effeminate. But I had no idea he had a crush on me. I wanted to deny that. I'm a ladies' man, but it appears that he fancies himself.
A man's lady.
You and Dirk planned this just to run into us.
The foam on your nose from that drink you were drinking. Well, it's still there. See you later.
Guess what, Colonel? We found out quite a lot about your friend out there. Seems he's been asking questions all over the space nets. He's been asking about you, mainly.
He's queer for you.
I already figured that out when talking to Sarah's aunt. What'd you figure out in addition?
I don't believe any guy in his right mind would have a crush on you. But someone did, or does. Gee, thanks.
Believe it, ma'am. He requested personal files on your family, records of the Vanguard's refits, crew complement, and your marital status every 6 months. He knows exactly where to come find you. I think I need a stiff drink again. Let me know when he calls back.
I didn't think you'd take it so hard, but I would in his shoes.
Oh, come on. It's 2488. You've known gay people. Remember that dancer at the academy and that incident? Him?
Let's not talk about that. Well, she was hot. He was. I'm not gay, though. I think we can reverse the polarity and get that other ship off the hull. Prepare to do that. We're being hailed. It's dark. Hold on a minute. I made it so his weapon was useless against us. Good. On screen. If I can't have you, no one will. I will destroy your ship.
Really? This was your plan, Dirk?
Prepare to fire on the Vanguard and destroy them. Shields up. Surprise. We reversed the polarities on a magnetic field around the ship. Oh, shields for that. How clever. The beams bounced off.
Leave us alone, Dirk.
Nonsense, Clark. You will bring me the Twembley flip technique. Shield holding and polarity holding.
Dirk, stop this foolish weapons fire. You cannot hope to get what you want by destroying my ship. You want the flip move, then come over here and get it. Otherwise, I'll return fire and destroy your ship.
You wouldn't dare destroy me.
Wouldn't I? Why not? I have nothing to lose by destroying you. It's no mystery that I don't like you. I even despise you about it. So be a nice guy and get out of here while you still can.
Idle threats fail you. I want what was promised to me, and I want you to. You will come over here within an hour, or I will use far more powerful weapons.
Threats don't fail me either. Clark out.
No. I have no idea, but I'm going to find out what this flip move is. Kerrigan, did you find anything on it? Don't waste your breath, Devon. There's nothing on that technique in the computer.
She's right. I didn't find anything, except for a vague reference to a Hollywood ninja movie in the 1990s.
See, I told you. Now, if you really want to know what it is, you gotta go to my ship.
That would put me at a disadvantage, Zotham. The obsessive Dirk out there would nab me while I'm shuttling over to your ship. Hold on. Suppose you and Dirk were working together to meet me. Is that true?
Why would I be working for that goon? I just came through this sector on a routine mission to lie to you. When I ran into your ship, he was going in the same direction, so both of us saw your ship and planned to intercept it. However, I didn't want him crashing my ship into your ship, Devin, dear.
So you did join him. Probably radioed him, too. That's how he found out about this technique.
He called me, yes, but I had no idea what he was up to, honest.
One way to take care of this once and for all is to allow him to take this technique manual from your ship, and then let him have me.
Explaining given to his demands, sir?
Oh, I have an idea. We're gonna give him a fake.
You're gonna make him a fake manual, and a fake you. My Katsumi sex doll of you. It's very shrewd for a man.
The procedure is very tricky, Colonel. After all, the robot has begun to decay before we found it. Sarah fucked it to that. Well, it's not gonna be a clone with an artificial soul. We're just gonna give it to him and take off before he knows what he's got. Also, I want a fake manual drawn up, Twimbly flip technique drawn on it. Sarah is gonna go over to her aunt's ship and find out what's going on.
What's really going on here, Zotham?
What do you mean?
About this Dirk character. He must have known Clark would be here. You told him, didn't you?
I would never give away Diva's position in space, Sarah. Not even for a very high price, which he promised to pay me in full if I gave him the Twimbly flip. Now he wanted Clark too. I didn't figure he'd come looking for him.
So he's going to pay you. Did you get anything in advance? You usually do.
Not this time. He wanted only Clark.
You just told me he wanted this Twimbly flip thing too. What you're saying is confusing me, leading me on. You're lying to me, Zotham.
Women's intuition will always get the better of another woman. More so, it will stump a man. Remember that. Men can easily be fooled, but can't fool each other. There's no such thing as a Twimbly flip move, Sarah dear. I used it to make Dirk think it would be more appealing than Clark. I did it to save him.
I must tell the Colonel. You're under arrest.
I will go peacefully. You needn't handcuff me. Unless it turns you on, of course.
Oh, crap.
It's, of course, a trap. But a woman's got to do what a woman's got to do.
Found something. Some kind of device. Armed and set to go off.
We'll figure out a way to disarm it.
Okay, yeah.
The timer's still ticking down.
Oh no, what the heck?
Colonel and Moore. Zotham's trying to betray the ship. She pushed me through the airlock boarding chute onto this ship and then decoupled it.
The explosive's about to go off.
It's counting down.
What the? Uh-oh.
What happened to the earth-shattering kaboom?
Well, I'm okay with them not being blown to hell.
Who are they? Holograms.
Yes, this is the Twimbly flip technique. We sort of made it up.
That's right, Master Reyes. It's from a movie we were in the 90s. We didn't intend for anyone to actually find it. It was more of a joke, like a meme. I suppose we should explain to these future people what they should do next.
Yes, Master Calcat.
Future people, note that this device doesn't actually do anything. It is not a doomsday device. It is a practical joke. A very, very old practical joke. Our martial arts schools combined forces when we were kids on the set of that movie. We made up a bunch of stuff that didn't make any sense. My God, TMS people. I thought they were extinct. I know what we must do. Dirk the Jerk is back.
On screen.
Where's Clark? We can't give you Clark, but we can give you a robot that looks a little bit like him. You can have your way with it. Where are my flip technique and my prize? Colonel Clark of the mighty Starship Vanguard. My collection of rare men grows boring, and I need him now.
Well, you see, he was exposed to the flip technique, and it kind of put him in the hospital. He's in sick bay. He won't be coming to the bridge for a while.
He tested it on himself to get rid of me. He couldn't stand the thought of not being with you. Yeah, he activated it, and now he's brain dead. Well, if he's going to go through all that trouble just to get rid of me, I don't want him anymore. He's clearly nuts. And so are all of you. Good day to you all. He closed the channel. What an idiot.
He's veering off. Position on Zara Janoli's ship.
She went to warp, sir, just now.
We tricked him using men's intuition. Can confuse him, too.
You're good, Sarah. Of course I'm good. Is that a proposition, Henderson? Only if you like it. Well, I do. Are those two going to mate?
The end of the universe if they did that. And to think that the Twimbly flip technique was just a joke uttered by some teenagers on the set of a movie.
I remember wait a minute, what kind of movie was that again? It couldn't be. Couldn't be the same movie. Weird coincidence, because my other cousin was in it too.
Well, that holographic TMS thing that warned us was pretty weird. But let's not question it. Let's just get out of here.
It was called Three Ninjas, and although Cal Hazel was in it, he was an uncredited background extra.
Is it in the library? Perhaps Henderson and I should watch it on a date. A kid's movie, really?
Why not, Henderson? You do have the mind of a child.
Very funny, sir.
Dirk ship's out of range.
It's also gone to warp, sir.
Set a course for our next job. Guess we'll all watch a movie on the way. Engage.
Megoran is 3 days off at cruising speed. The Petia family is just mad that Vadris was such a failure in their plans and decided to take the central city of the planet. The invasion knocked out their sensor grid. We in the Vanguard are ordered to investigate.
That's all part of the plan. Sir, these ships cannot take on an invasion force. That's a job for the big guns.
I hope we don't have to.
4 minutes until we arrive at the Vanguard's position.
Are you looking forward to having a new bartender on board?
It's weird, Jacob. Nobody would think Miriam would give up the field of psychology to be a lowly bartender. Doesn't make sense. And I intend to ask her why, which again is...
I think we'll find Miriam far more understandable than the Techite.
I'm worried about having Miriam here, Darren. The poor girl's planet was invaded. I don't think we can trust her to perform her duties.
I think she'll do fine. Greetings, old friend. Are we ready to receive our new bartender?
No, I have not.
All right, then. Come over as soon as you're ready. But understand this, that it is more of a solid assignment than Azzilott's brief one on the ship before.
Understood, sir. I would rather be on your ship than this one.
Our crew is undermanned since a Rebian pirate attack a few weeks ago. We can use the help.
It's the least we can do.
Darren out.
Clear the bridge, except for Kimchi. Devon. Now, Miriam, look here. I know you're upset because your planet went haywire, and we haven't heard from the planet in weeks. Megoran is a strange world, but don't you think that getting yourself reassigned to Darren's ship is a bit sudden? I don't want to talk about it. Who counsels you? Besides, isn't it odd you want to be a bartender? I always wanted to be one. Besides, I never liked being a psychologist. I was forced through school, so I would do something with my life. That whole thing was just silly. I don't even like people that much. When you came aboard, you were so eager to please us, and you fast became one of the most interesting and fun members of the crew, and the most bizarre. Now you're taking off to do something stranger than I think you're feeling sorry for yourself. Not just your planet. You're good at counseling people. That's your life. I like how you warped Cadet Magoon, that sniveling nephew of the pirate raider. That's not very nice, Diva. Well, I know you have some compassion, or you wouldn't have said what you did just now. All of my life, I had close ties with the people of my colony of Megoran. They like to use their cultural mystical practices. Now, some army from another colony set foot on the planet and took it over so fast that no one noticed. Now my world is a party to barbarians and killers, and I'll not stand here anymore to let that happen. Does your world control you, Miriam? You can go anywhere you wish. You don't need to worry about the Megoran. Easy for you to say. Desiree would never be invaded by Zuri pirates. I'm tied to the planet. I know it doesn't make sense to you, but part of me has been lost back there. And the Berkeley is where I can find my answers, not here on the ship. And you think that Darren is going to turn around and go back to Megoran, where the pirates killed off most of his crew and imprisoned some of them. That's not how it works, Miriam. I don't know what he'll do, but I'm willing to bet that he won't just move farther out into the galaxy and would return to the planet. You can't go off acting like a schoolgirl trying to dump the football star. Goodbye, Colonel Clark. I resign as ship's counselor, and I will not need an escort to the shuttle. Ma'am, is this a permanent assignment, or are we going back? Nothing is for sure in the galaxy. It's that Bacon character, isn't it? Uh-huh. Is it cute or what? He's very cute. Wait a minute, I thought this was about saving your planet and all that stuff. Shush! Mr. Schmidt, until this is over, you're acting ship psychologist. And if you want to remain first officer, I see no reason to change that.
But sir, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not qualified to do that.
You do talk with the crew. They connect with you. I think you'll manage.
Colonel, when do I get to be my rank?
When you show proper decorum, starting by not interrupting me.
Why? I look terrible in this thing, and it itches.
I will give you the rank under the guidelines that you wear your uniform when we meet with important ambassadors and colonist leaders.
But sir, you can't field promote me to counselor.
Now, Schmidt, don't worry about the psychologist bit. How hard can it be? You can handle it.
Thank you, sir.
Well, at least she's happy, being tricked again.
Zara, take the controls and let's go to hyperspace.
Kimchi, welcome aboard the Berkeley. Come on, Kimchi. You have to be a polite crewman or be heckled on our behalf.
Bacon, I'd rather not for now. We'll be going back to Megoran space. Navigator, laying a course for Megoran. Best possible speed.
Aye, sir.
Excellent. Diva Clark, you lied to me. I'm still a lieutenant major. I was one yesterday, and I still am today.
It took you 6 hours to catch on, so you're getting slow.
But you promised to promote me.
Mr. Carrigan, change course for the rendezvous, according to the protocol in the computer. Course correction, lead in, sir.
We'll be out of light speed on schedule, as the coordinates.
But you promised. Our destination will soon be visible on screen, not the planet Lydios.
Why are we not heading for the planet Lydios? Must be a prank on you, Sarah. Because with all the hostility on Megoran, because they started a war with them, why would we go there?
That's why we're here. Your orders are sound. They come from General McLeon. I might still be mad for coming here, but somehow I doubt it. We have a mission at Lydius.
Which is?
We're actually going to help the Berkeley in ousting Queen Petia from Megoran instead.
What? We can't do that. We're not that competent.
They won't be expecting it then.
But the Zuri renegades invaded Megoran. Alicia Petia, the invading queen, is related to Jan's ex-girlfriend. She's really mean. Not even a true Zuri is that mean. She killed people for sport. Her fleet is powerful. And our Clark is going to help take back the planet? I don't even think General McLeon is capable of such a ridiculous plan.
Get off my command deck if you're going to say things like that. I don't want anyone to mess up this mission.
Sir, I think you're as crazy as Sarah thinks she is. This planet is ridiculous.
Get off my command deck.
We've arrived at the coordinates, sir.
I'll put a channel to Raxler and the Luxon.
The Saudre, it is glorious that we destroyed the Cirrus and Terrier. You would have been trouble later on. Yes, his head makes an excellent trophy, but we're being hailed, sir. Our common enemy is Alicia Petia, and she will be deposed from Megoran. Our alliance is one of convenience.
I wouldn't dream of getting mushy. Let's get on with it.
17 of my ships will assist. It would have been 18, but I had to kill the commander of the Cirrus. Megoran is probably, as a whole, not aware of the invasion. We know that Miriam was born there, and Darren and some of his officers held captive down there. And he might take the Berkeley there. Anyway, shouldn't we wait to join him?
No, Thompson. I think Darren and the Berkeley crew have other plans. Shortly after we approached Zuri space, we received coded orders from the Berkeley, being called on a secret mission to the planet, one we're not invited to.
And another thing, sir, a transmission from Megoran indicates that Alicia Petia has renamed the planet in her name Lydius, an obvious twisting of her name, for an obviously twisted ruler.
I encountered her before a long time ago, and I can say that she's twisted. The Lydius was also the name of her pirate attack ship. She used it on our ship during my early years as a young officer, and proved nearly deadly to the Starship Deneb. How did your commander beat her? She was very clever, and tended to change her tactics as best to destroy her enemies. She's skilled and merciless, due to her tortured mind. We beat her because she was so reactive. General McLeon figured out her pattern.
And now we must outwit her, so she can't repeat the attack again. Isn't that kind of impossible?
I intend to change that.
Yeah, but you've never taken a planet back from hostile forces before. Neither have I.
I think we're in trouble. Lieutenant, do you think we're going to get out of here all right? I think we'll be fine.
I'm still upset about this planet. I hate it.
I'm ordering you to calm down. If only I could find a way to break out of here. To wait for the colonel to come rescue us. I'm disappointed in your commander, Jacob Darren. Is he not Jacob Darren? Yes, I think so. He's proven a swine. Men are like that.
Why don't you go sit on the thorn bush and take a dump?
You know what I do to ungrateful people like you? I kill them. Guard 8, aim your weapon at that wretch and kill him, within the sight of his people.
Go to hell.
Oh, ready, aim, fire. I'd like to see you try that again, bitch. I spit on your arrogance. You have no rights here. When Jacob Darren comes, you're gonna pay. Cliches. You gotta love them. Nguyen, is it? Nguyen, I know of you being too valuable to kill. I will keep you and your shipmates around for a little while. I want to see you suffer. Guards, take them away.
Maintain red alert. Battle station. It's the Queen.
I am Alicia Petia, ruler of the planet Lydius. Do not approach the planet unless you intend to join us. If you do not, then my fleet of ships is waiting to destroy you. I have 20,000 prisoners, and I have your officers, Jacob Darren. I will destroy your ship, and your people will fear the name Alicia Petia.
Battle stations. Take us into the planetary grid Petia breached before. Fire all weapons. Weapon stations at anything that acts hostile. Yes, sir. 4 enemy Sojourner-class vessels approaching. Charging weapons. 20,000 meters and closing. Fire.
Surrender your vessel, Darren, or be destroyed.
Go screw yourself.
He's gone into a coma, just like on G.I. Joe in 1987. The captain's been knocked out, and that guy's been horribly mutilated. Medical teams to the bridge. No, he's still in a coma. I understand. It's not fair. I lost everyone I liked, every assignment I had. I lost a relationship. It happens every time. Clark liked me, but he had that Sarah. I thought that only he would like me, and that he vowed not to date girls from the crew, and continue to only date girls from planets that he would leave the next day. I understand. But how could you know? I had something with Bacon, something I thought that could last forever. I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him, but now he's dead. He's really dead. You'll survive. You only knew Bacon for a day. Snap out of it. Is Bacon the only reason you came here? Miriam, that's wrong. But you could make a robot clone of him, and then I could be with that forever. Miriam, get over it. His head is all over the console. He's dead. When I get out of here, I'm gonna get my hands on that queen, make her eat her own guts. Snap out of it. You're having a nervous breakdown.
So, girls, I thought I'd inform you that your ship has destroyed 4 ships in our fleet, but she didn't survive. She was destroyed. But you might be good as harlots, I guess. I may be back.
Perverted guard left. Gotta find a way out of here. It's like they patched up a hole in the wall from the last time somebody was here.
Let's escape, now. The yummy girls escaped. You let them escape. Wait a minute. Who are you? I am married to the Megorans. Where is Alicia Petia? Oh, shit.
Ah, they escaped. The lieutenant, I suspect. This new Yen is a known martial artist. Interesting. She would make an excellent weapon. Guards, go after them.
They knocked a hole in the wall and got away on foot, Your Majesty.
My queen, the Megoran guy was just here.
Seize the prisoners and find me new Yen and Megoran.
Yes, my queen.
I have no intention of giving this planet back to him. Battle stations. We are ready to implement Plan Alpha Clark. Very well. Take us ahead, full speed. All systems that are left are online, sir. Good. Take us in.
Weapons repaired, mostly.
Tactical officer, give me a full status on your threat boards, now. Main screen will display tactical visual for the crew, as routine. We want to hit them before they hit us this time.
Yes, Colonel.
Destroy the drone ships first.
Going somewhere? Janoli and Henderson, huh? How do you expect to get through the planetary defenses without me?
We want to get as far away from the battle as possible.
Yes, we hate the ship. The word we wouldn't by chance be implicating desertion, which would be grounds for court-martial.
Good. You're actually with us?
Yeah, but we're playing by my rules, not yours. That wasn't part of the plan. Well, we've had a change of plans. We're going to rescue my friend Nguyen from the planet.
We are. Who said anything about us?
You did. But we're going.
Are you ready?
The shuttle is away, sir. Good. Activate Plan Alpha Clark. Engage the enemy and fire at will.
Barar says weapons ready.
Attack.
Raxler will get nasty soon.
Never thought I'd hear you say that.
He's hailing. Permission to find the queen and slaughter her in the throne room.
Denied. There's too many innocent people down there to do that.
I will obey! Only because their Timberalians have their guns aimed at us. We'll come back to the lands of the living.
I knew someone would find us, but you're Minister Megoran.
In the flesh. Queen Petia never found me when her forces stormed my palace. My guards hid me. I've been hiding out under the colony. Petia knew the codes, but not the bunkers, or the tunnels. You knew something of them, because you probably visited them before.
I did. When I was young, I lived here once.
You better not move too much. You lost a lot of blood scraping around the catacomb.
What is this place?
Underground shelters in case of storms or bombing. My people have been coaxed into following Alicia Petia, because up until the invasion, we were trying hard to keep from civil war amongst ourselves. We were restless and sloppy, and in our own arrogance, we let her in.
Then let's kick her back out.
Your friend is in shock, but has come back to her senses.
All of the travel.
Now let's get going.
I can't stand these catacombs. Guard, search the catacombs until you find Megoran. He must be behind this. Even Nguyen is not that knowledgeable of these tunnels. Megoran is behind this, and I hate him. I must have those women brought to me as well, alive.
Yes, my queen.
They're attacking from space. The fleet came in just as we did. They copied us, my queen.
What? Who would do such a thing? This must be a person who knows me more than anyone, namely my sister. She must be behind this. Abandon the search for the escaped prisoners. Then I want the people blown up in the buildings we locked them up in. Those who are not in the buildings, line them up and execute them, all at once. Kill everyone who isn't loyal to me.
But Queen Petia, that would leave no more slaves.
Follow my orders.
Yes, my queen.
The attack ships are just sitting out there. Hail them. Comm traffic indicates them blowing up some of the sick and infirmed on the planet. They will pay. Fire at will.
They are entrenched, Colonel.
The Earth shuttle is away. Looks like we found him.
You have indeed found us.
Marquette Thompson. I should have known you'd come looking for us. It's Minister Megoran, the true leader of the planet.
Your Majesty.
Thanks, but it's more of a republic than a kingdom. At least, it was before that queen took over. Well, they gotta put an end to that, don't they?
Let's get out of here and regroup.
Well, don't worry. We'll come back and take back the planet.
We'll hope you have help, because you're just space cops. Well, you are in need of mental help. Henderson, stop that.
Let's get out of here before the queen gets wind of us.
The prisoners escaped in a shuttle. Ah! The planet shall be mine forever. They backed off for now, but the queen is entrenched on that planet.
The Vanguard and the Berkeley will retreat to a safe distance.
We'll come back to the planet in a little bit and beat the Queen.
As soon as we figure out how to do that. Sorry I ran off just to meet a boy. That was why you went over there? Well, he's dead, so you do need a counselor.
So do you.
Colonel, there's a signal coming in for the Berkeley. The Berkeley. I haven't heard from them in a week. Put them on screen, Corporal.
Colonel Clark, we must return to Megoran space at once. We must be there to join the Zuri and Desiree forces. I bring this message to you at extreme risk, as we'll try a tandem jump.
Darren, we can't do that. You can do it. It's just bad for the engines.
You'll need our ship to push you along in space-time. And then, we in turn will need you.
But the distorted continuum creates incredibly vivid states of disorientation and delusion. I cannot ask my crew to be subject to that.
But we're always experiencing that, sir.
Shut up, Henderson. I will consult with my crew and prepare for the light jump.
Yes, Colonel. See you in an hour.
Attention, crew. It appears that we have little choice but to return to Megoran space using a new plan. Any questions?
The theory behind the spacefold is sound, but we will not have enough power to leave Megoran space once we get there. Our core hydrogen and gas elements will be totally drained. Our reactor will be shut down, too. I recommend that we avoid using the super hyperdrive system altogether, sir.
The effect it'll have on the crew will be considerable too, Colonel. The disorientation will be intense, and it will not be pleasant. I have decided that since it is not dangerous to our physical bodies or our minds, it can be used. I plan to use the system because it's about time we kick that bitch Petia off the planet. I'm sure Kimchi and Thompson would want that. Yeah, anything to return my homeworld to normal, such as it is.
I have a latex shoehorn in my garage. What, Azzilott? It is a tension breaker. Oh, is that so? Let us settle. Dismiss.
We are ready, sir.
Commence countdown.
Locking shield configuration with the Berkeley.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Darren is ready.
Activate super hyperdrive. Engage.
Yeah. Clark, you all right? I just dreamed about bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. I'm all right, though. Are you?
Yes, I'm fine. I was dreaming about getting my ass kicked. I'm getting thrown into a lake by my older brother. Happened 5 years ago.
Contact lenses. Go to Megoran. Dark, are you okay? Yes, sir. I just had this really weird dream. Something like us came to me and said that it saw through contact lenses. Let's find out where we are now, shall we? Yeah, we're just outside the orbit of Zuri space, near Megoran. We made it.
Very good, Miss Garrison. Yes, well done. Thank you. I have a secret, but I'm not telling you.
The jump has demented Azzilott, but it always kind of was.
Hail the Vanguard.
Tell me what is next.
Next, we attack the Zuri-backed bandits who've taken over the planet. Colonel, the fleet has been devastated by that Petia madwoman. She's completely insane. We lost 20 ships over the past week. And with our forces spread thin watching over the 8 colonies, I can't say we're prepared to lose any more ships. This is our last chance for a full-scale assault. We're going to oust her now, or die fighting. General McLeon will brief the remaining ships personally. She is due to arrive on the Severa in 2 hours. I'll be there. Good. Darren out.
Colonel, the Severe is a Zuri flagship of the Sojourner class, suggesting that not only will it be important for the fleet, but for the Zuri as well. Indeed, Mr. Dark. Let me know when the ship arrives. Schmidt, you have command. Thompson and Kimchi, come to my office. Corporal Thompson, I'm going to ask you a favor. I know that you have a tie to the planet Megoran, and that the last mission to this planet I sent you on, a task you didn't complete. I intend for you to complete the task. I am hereby ordering you to head up the assault team on the planet Megoran.
A ground attack, sir? Isn't Schmidt better equipped to carry that out, sir?
I need Schmidt here on my ship. You and Miriam will shuttle down in an attack shuttle, covertly sneak into Petia's command room, and take her out.
Take her out, sir?
You can do that, can't you?
Yes, sir.
Miriam, I want you to make sure she's dead. My orders come from McLeon. Besides, she's a devil's helper. Your attack team must bring her to justice. Aren't you getting a bit unfair, sir? I agree that Alicia Petia must be tried for her actions, but killing her will not right the problem. Did I make myself clear?
Yes, sir. You can count on me, sir. Good. Prepare your force. Sir, what about Nguyen? I think she has a right to kill her as much as we do.
Nguyen will be needed here. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
May God help us.
The drain systems have been restored and we are ready. Understood. The Severe has arrived, sir, and requesting hail at once.
On screen, Mr. Henderson. Hello, Colonel Clark. We meet again. Face to face again, and neither of us is in top form. We haven't got time for small talk. Colonel, I want you to shuttle over to the Severe at once. It concerns the safety of our fleet and the mission.
Yes, General.
I'll shuttle you over, sir. All right, Dark, come with me. Schmidt, you have command, and don't decline the opportunity.
Yes, sir, I will take the bridge.
General, Colonel Clark in person again. Sergeant Dark shuttled me over? Yes, sir, ma'am. Sorry, General. It won't look bad on your record, Sergeant Dark. Just watch yourself next time. I would, however, like you to wait outside the meeting room. Yes, ma'am. Dark is a bit nervous, but a good young woman. Reminds me of myself as a young officer, although I don't think I was ever that shy. I was there, remember? Oh yeah, I guess so, General. Now to the business at hand. I have confidence that you and Darren can head up this mission to liberate the city, and that the Zuri, Raxler, will also help the liberation. Raxler fought with us during the first battle several days ago. Has he changed sides and become nice? No, he hasn't even come close to nice. He just hates Petia more than us. I was wondering if you encountered any of her family before. Can you tell me anything I don't already know about them? Surely you know everything. I do, Jim. But just for good measure, a Dark had an ex-girlfriend, Aurora Petia, who is now in a maximum security institution on Earth. We encountered her and her father, Vadris Petia, some months ago at Earth. He nearly destroyed us. That's what I thought. And that's what we found out from the reports. This confirms it then. They both escaped 2 weeks ago, and they might be on their way here in a stolen Starship. But the Zuri were going to execute Vadris. Apparently they bribed someone. The both of them were last sighted heading here. They might try to kill your Mr. Dark. That'd be unfortunate, to say the least. Is there anything else? More interesting news. In fact, you see, High Council member Nurvok is on board the ship. Nurvok is the Zuri's youngest and best war strategist. Wow, you hardly wait to meet her. Yes, and she's the envy of all the Zuri, too, including your friend Raxler. So that's the council member's daughter he mentioned in our encounters. Send her in. My God. I am Nurvok, Colonel Clark. Raxler's told me a lot about you. All good, I hope? Some of it. He says you're good at bluffing and better at battle. Let's hope you are, Clark. You need us, and we need you. So let's skip the formalities and go to work. Yes, ma'am. And Clark, I'm married, so don't even think about it.
Oh, darn it.
The attack plan will center around a frontal assault by the light cruiser vessels. The vessels will distract the heavy cruisers under Petia, long enough for you to blow them out of the sky. In short, we crush their frontline ships and smash the smaller ships with our bigger ships. This is exciting. I'm glad you think so, kid, but war isn't fun unless you plan productively. Yes, ma'am. The attack plan will call for the Berkeley to be at the edge of the double moon, at the Vanguard at the ring of Megoran. That way the enemy has to do one orbit before it can get to you. All flagship control will be done from those points. All right, then let's do this. And one more thing. We have reason to believe that my husband Raxler is planning on taking the planet after you leave. Please install a presence there just after Petia is stopped and kill her. And then prevent my husband from taking the planet. I don't think he's firing on all ramjets. Will do, Nurvok. General, ready the ships for the attack. Send in 20 smaller ships and 5 cruiser-class ships. Prepare the attack Nurvok 1 for deployment at the 700 hour tomorrow.
Yes, Consul.
I'm going. Dismiss your man. She doesn't even like Raxler. Well, nobody does. Besides, neither of you stands a chance with a Zuri. Dismissed. Yes, ma'am. I could have you grounded for that kid, but I'll let it slide. Get out of here, both of you.
Yes, ma'am. That's General.
Guess I think of you as a role model, sir. You shouldn't do that. It'll tickle me like Tanaki and juice. Oh, no, sir. You're worried we might not get out of this, but so am I. Fills you with confidence, sir. Not sure it should. Let's go.
I wish my first officer wasn't on assignment.
Stations 8 and 16 show a drain in power. They'll be unable to protect the ship if the enemy decides to fire near the port dorsal strut and the crew lounge. We have maximum firing range to plasma banks at all stations other than those, sir.
Excellent. Take us to the double moon of Megoran. Come on. What's wrong with it?
We're flying apart, sir.
We need more power.
The engines won't hold out, even with a battery.
We need more speed.
Darren, you're going to screw up the operation. That piece of trash isn't even going to get to the position.
Colonel, the ship is apparently experiencing a system-wide power drop. They'll be unable to get her back up to speed. They're sitting ducks, sir.
You have a plan, Schmidt?
Yes, sir. I request permission to go to the Berkeley.
But we're nearing the ring of Megoran. I can't just let you fly out there and rescue Darren.
But if I don't, my former commander will be gunned down by Queen Petia.
Their defense grids are showing holes. Schmidt could fly in through one of the holes and effect repair.
I have a blue collar with a sword in the backspace. We must maintain radio science.
It's radio silence, Azzilott. I know that.
But, sir...
I can't risk losing you on that plan of yours. No matter how loyal you are to Jacob Darren, do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Schmidt, begin attack of the ring of Megoran now.
I am Vadris Petia, and I will take control of the operation Alicia Petia.
Vadris, you're welcome to our world. The fleet above must be destroyed now.
But I want the head of Colonel Clark for myself. You may kill the other ships if you like.
Clark must die. First, General McLeon must die, and then you can have Clark.
Report.
I'm picking up a weird signal on the planet, from all channels.
Oh my God.
Vadris Petia's there, Aurora and McPherson. They caught Megoran. They're gonna kill him. Attention, fleet of the Terran Stars. Your time of final destruction is at hand. I'm in control and have complete power. You will not survive the assault. This recording was made 10 minutes ago. It isn't fake.
I, Vadras Petia, have arrived to aid Queen Petia in her control of this world. Prepare for total destruction. Vadras, isn't he supposed to be dead?
Apparently not.
Evasive action.
Firing on all weapon arcs. Fire. Losing shields 8 and 16. Losing power on deck 2 and 3.
Repair crews to deck 2 and 3. This is your last chance, Clark and McLeon. Surrender the fight. Never. Gotta go rescue the Berkeley, sir. It's being torn apart.
It's true, but if we get up alongside, we might be able to get him over there in a shuttle.
The Great American Road belongs to Regal.
I sent Thompson and Miriam an hour ago. Listen to reason. I can't send you 2.
I'll be coming back, sir.
All of my life I tried to keep everyone safe, but now, screw safe. Dark, take us to the Berkeley, carry out a flanking action to protect the most damaged area, and Schmidt, you get in there and pull our guys out.
Yes, sir. Hooah. Schmidt, what are you doing here? Saving your ass, sir. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I hear that.
You should just go and save yourselves. The ship is finished. Nope, I have my orders. Stubborn leatherneck. All right.
This is disastrous. Vadras was not supposed to be behind the operation. Well, don't let it get you down, Nervok. Not me. I was sure. Anyway, we must kill your sister within the hour, or we'll be destroyed. I am the one who hates Alicia Petia more than anyone in the universe, and I'm the one she betrayed years ago. Yes, General, I'll leave her to you, but I want Vadras' head for a trophy. Attack! Very well. Attack now.
Aha! Excellent. The future shall begin today, my cousin.
The future will indeed start here, and the Terran Star's end will be imminent. Our playground will start with this empire.
My queen, the Berkeley has been destroyed. You have nothing to fear. Also, Clark, McLeon, and Missouri councilwoman now lead the fight.
Guard, that is common knowledge to me. I know what my sister's up to.
But what you do not know is that you are winning. You need not attack anymore. The Earthships are defeated.
Guard, who are you? What is your ID?
My name is Estrogen, but I forgot my ID, sir.
What? You cannot be Estrogen.
He's lying. It's Raxler.
Azzurri captain and spy from the human ship.
McPherson, aren't you dead?
How dare you? You cannot usurp me. Your tyranny is ended, and you're deposed, Queen Petia.
Check your monitor screens. Your landing craft is everywhere.
No, destroy them. All of them.
That crazy general behind me will not shoot me in the back.
So, my sister, we meet again.
Sister? You mean this is a family affair?
Yes, we're all sisters. I'm Christina, and she's Elizabeth. This world belongs to everyone, not you.
Scratch this. We must kill them now.
We'll conduct the order in the Zuri way, without trial. Nervok, is it? You wouldn't dare. I don't like the idea of killing her.
Well, somebody's got to do it. Well, I'll do it. I have my orders.
Marquette Thompson, you don't have the guts. You're only half Zuri.
I should be the one to do it. I killed Teria earlier. Alicia Petia, you stand accused of assholism. Your punishment will now take place. Smile pretty for the picture, Alicia. Vadras Petia, you have breathed your last breath. You have sighed your last sigh. You are no longer alive. No more questions. You may go. Oh.
There will be no peace as long as some Petias live. But very well, darling. Let us go.
I could be ruler of a planet. Ha ha. But no, that's not much fun. I'd rather be doing piratey stuff. Ha! Let's get out of here. I shall make you a nice Giltor orange blood pie. That sounds delicious.
These guys are crazy. Let's get out of here before they change their minds.
You're the shrink, Doc.
This is General McLeon to the fleet. The Petia incursion is over. They're all dead. Very well, General. No man or woman shall rule these colony planets. They're free.
Stop that. What did we do, sir?
The battle is over. Let us return to the Desiree system to recover.
One thing, make repairs to the engines. We were following orders during this, right, sir? I was. I would have shot the bad guys, but Raxler did it. We shouldn't be expected to stop military coups on a planet. We're just a cop ship. I don't like following orders, but this shouldn't happen the way it did.
Alicia Petia and Vadras Petia are gone, but McPherson and Aurora Petia remain.
Missouri will probably let them out again, but they're not much of a threat.
Let's get out of here. I'm sure the General wants to return to her ship. I take my leave of you. You may return to Desiree.
Good morning, Colonel.
How can you tell if it's morning? We're in vacuum.
Ship's chronometer says it's morning, so it is. Besides, I've been up for only a few hours. You seem like you just got up. Coffee, sir?
Definitely. Mr. Thompson, do you ever leave tactical?
My shift started 4 hours ago, sir, but I like working overtime. Did you know that there are anomalies in the space-time continuum that act like magnets?
No, I didn't. Anything unusual about them?
No, not really. They're just anomalies. Sensor ghosts are common everyday things. And sir, good morning.
What's with the good morning stuff?
Hello, you voluptuous vixen of slippery cream.
Henderson, I see you've been exercising with a fake muscle suit. You know what they say about a guy with big muscles.
I do not know what they say.
Women dig guys with big muscles. Well, I don't, especially on you. Next time you want to impress a girl, try something less stupid. It's only a gag. So, Colonel, why the sudden change in course?
I don't know, Schmidt. I just feel like I should return there for shore leave, even though it wasn't an order.
Back to Desiree again? Something wrong with your parents?
I don't think anything's wrong with my parents. I think I need to be there. Like I'll miss something important if I don't. Something I might regret later. I don't honestly have a reason, but I do have to. I'm commander, after all. Need some rest once in a while.
It's okay with me, I was just wondering.
I think we should get underway, don't you?
Yes, sir. Miss Nguyen, ready for approach jump.
Activate engines. Oh boy, we're going to Desiree. I can't wait to see everyone. Activate hyperdrive.
The genes of this life form are fascinating. Doctor, are you in here? I'm in the lab. What is that? Alien gene soup. What can I do for you, Corporal Dark? You hardly ever come down here for anything. I was just coming in for my routine medical checkup. If you're busy, I can leave. I'm never too busy for physical examinations. Everything's normal with you, Mr. Dark. As usual, you never have anything wrong with you. You seem disappointed. Is there anything else you want? I would like a blood test and a genital examination. All right, then. You got a height, Dave. You might say that. Uh-oh, what did you find? Your blood has some unusual elements in it, but that could be just from a cold virus. Other than that, you do not have a venereal disease, Ms. Dark. But I haven't recently had a cold virus. Are you sure you've never had a cold recently? I'll check more thoroughly under the scanner. What the hell? I've never seen this one before. What is it? Is it a hideous virus? Is it malignant? Will I die? It's a retrovirus, all right. But you'll never get it. You're carrying it. You're a carrier of this virus. It doesn't appear contagious. But I'll have to run a few more tests in a better equipped lab. Desiree has such a lab. Fortunately, we're going there anyway. Will I die? Probably not. It's genetic. I was born with it, but how come nobody told me? Well, we'll know more when we get to Desiree. It appears that one of our officers has come down with an ailment. It is not contagious. However, we are to proceed with due speed to the planet Desiree.
We're expecting trouble at Desiree.
I do not think so.
Now approaching the planet Desiree. Oh boy, the Techite colony of Desiree.
Radiocom traffic seems normal, except for an advertisement for Roman showers. Have any idea what that would be?
I know what that'd be.
Nguyen, you don't want to know. Just ignore it.
Welcome home, Colonel.
Indeed. Contact the dockmaster and prepare to dock.
Prepare us some fun down there, sir.
Well, then let's attend to our troubles and have some serious fun down on the planet.
What kind of fun can we expect down there, sir? Oh, Thompson, you don't know the half of it. They have the best brothels in the universe, and the chocolate is the best in the colonies, too. There was this little cafe on the planet, in the city Desiree, that could make for you a chocolate treat shaped just like about anything. I once had a little chocolate techite.
You are truly disgusting.
I know, and then I had the real thing. Wow, what an encounter.
Are you trying to admit that you slept with a techite? Well, yes, I'm sometimes a closet furry.
Well, I slept with a female Tekite. Name was Farine. It was a May December thing.
Mine was female. It totally was.
Sure he was. Oh no, I'm gonna have to watch out for Henderson looking at my butt from now on. No, you're not my type. I'll forget it.
Well, that's it, sir. She's locked in place and not going anywhere. The crew already has begun their medical screenings to be sent down to the planet. I tested out normal, except for a slight cold.
I see. Well, carry on, Mr. Morar.
Where are you off to?
I'm going to the surface. Thompson, Henderson, Miriam, Sarah, and the others are waiting in the station lounge. I'll make them wait another hour. I kept them waiting on purpose. Is he around?
Sir, if all of our command staff goes down below, you won't be here to command.
It's Desiree. Nothing's going to happen.
Just thought I'd mention it, since last time I was here, the Zuri were too. And a spear.
Well, that's why I'm taking the tactical officer along.
That isn't what I meant, sir.
I know. See you later.
Colonel, I bet you kept us waiting on purpose.
It's true. I did. Let's go see the sights.
All right, that'd be fine by me, just that they're eligible women.
Sure, let's go.
Yeah, like Henderson stands a chance down there.
I have a healthy libido. That's a sex drive.
Just having a libido doesn't mean you're going to get laid. Lancaster clears for the landing. No ailments.
Not since I got it cleaned up last week, haha.
Enough about that. We should go down there in the guise of a landing mission. Quit talking about medical ailments. Those are confidential. The scouting mission won't be official. We're on leave.
Secrets never last long on this ship. I should know. I keep spreading the rumors myself.
Or evil.
All right, let's go look around. We know one thing about you, Dark. We know you won't pose a threat to the crew. You can return to duty and everything. I've never seen the virus before, and neither has Earth Scion. So it's not contagious even though I'm a carrier. That's a relief. I've summoned your only living relative to come to Desiree. Your mother will arrive in 2 days' time. Just happen to be in the area. You'll be all right. Contacted my mother. That's right. You better get some rest.
This place is kind of creepy.
Yeah, like something we're doing. Maybe we're walking funny. I think it's our outfits. We stand out like crazy.
Could be. I think there's got to be a girl around here who likes a man in uniform.
You see any men around here?
Stop staring.
All right, let's split up. Sarah and Marquette and Jason will go to the tower. Kimchi and Azzilott will go to the marketplace and look for something to eat, because I'm starving. I see.
That's my line. The tower ahead must be 900 feet or 270 meters tall. Scans indicate it is 1 millennia old, predating the arrival of humans here. Wow, that is the biggest penis I've ever seen. Not that I've seen a lot of big ones, understand? Yeah, sure. Honest, I'm not gay for it or anything. Uh-huh. It's beautiful.
I am glad you like it, visitors.
It's so lovely.
Why does she cry so much? Why does everyone cry so much? I like it myself, but I don't understand why we cry. The tower, it was here before we came, like a rising, shimmering space dildo.
So some alien culture before you built a big phallic pink tower. Why?
Maybe their god was a 1,000-foot-tall lesbian. That's the stupidest idea you've... It opened. The thing opened. Wow. Does it do that often?
I know there are trees with many leaves, but never the pink tower has opened.
Huh.
I wonder if we should be scanning it.
Didn't really stop us. How many floors can we get to? We can't just go there and have a look around.
The techite went in.
The walls are pretty thick. Is the space penis erect?
Nobody's been in here in a very long time.
Friend got scared off by some corpses. Should go find help. You're scared of corpses? It's weird, that's all. She's scared of ghosts. Some kind of mummy's curse.
Oh, stop it. We should wait outside, though. No telling what kind of weird germs or chemicals got unleashed when this thing opened.
More likely than ghosts, fraidy cat. Shut your trap, Anderson. I'm not afraid of ghosts. Hey, what the hell? Where are you trying to run us down with that cart, buddy? Should I get him, or should we get help? I will. I'm anxious to see his explanation for doing this. Why'd you try to run us over, Techite?
It was you I was supposed to run over.
No, not that. Why use such a pathetic vehicle? Why not a large one like a car?
I don't like violence personally, but you were ordered to be run over.
Yeah, why is that? Yeah, why'd you want to run us down?
I was ordered to run over you.
Where's your boss, you brainless excuse for a creature?
No need to be hostile, Jason. We can just nail him to the fence here and beat him until he talks. Here are my orders.
This is just stupid. No, it's just Techite. It says here that Colonel Clark wanted us to run over to the medical center. This dumb Techite thought he wanted him to run us over instead. We have to find the others if we can. Should we bring him along? No, leave him here. Hello, Miriam.
Azzilott, what are you doing?
I am trying to find creative art. I have found the penguins, the raccoons, the tree sloths, and Miriam, I found you.
No, I found you. In either case, the rest of the group went over to the Pink Tower, and I haven't seen them since. Want to check it out?
The pink tower makes me cry. It is beautiful, lovely, and pink.
Pink is your favorite color?
You are very smart.
Ooh, donuts. Num num num. Blah.
You are eating my sculpture, madame.
We're so sorry. I'll be going.
I will also. Was it good enough to eat, Miriam?
Azzilott, that's not very funny, but it is very sexy.
What is the matter with you?
You know, Azzilott, I've always wanted to try a techite in a little experiment.
I do not know if this place is such a good idea for that.
Who's gonna care? Azzilott, you cutie.
I've never tried a Caton before. I've only ever played doctor, but I was little and naive. So was she.
The techites have been down here.
What the Techites need with a temple?
I don't know, but I'm willing to bet that this is not part of the original structure. The tower may be anywhere from 1,000 to 4,000 years old, but the temple is only 300 years old. Scans, though, are erratic, and I don't know for sure.
So they found it when they came here, but why did they build a shrine?
I have no idea. That book looks to be about as old as the colony. I can't get a good date on it. It's an old dictionary fight.
Amazing, but what are all the markings on them?
I don't know yet, nor do I know why we aren't crying while inside the tower. These markings look like Egyptian hieroglyphs, but they're not. They're made by whoever built the tower.
Wow, look at this.
It's a drawing of an atomic explosion.
How did you two get in here? I've never done it in a shrine before.
Well, I have. One time on this one planet. What are you two doing here? What the hell's wrong with you?
I got laid. Kimchi is either drunk or high. In either case, she's gonna regret it in the morning.
But here it's just past noon, Sarah.
Ha ha, it's just an expression.
Kimchi, Azzilott, stop it. You're obviously on drugs.
It appears our head shrink is stoned. She got laid without us. She'll never live this down. Our head shrink is stoned.
Hey guys, we found some kind of weird medical bay under the shrine. What about all these eviscerated bodies? Naked forms? How sexy.
They appear to be medical diagrams.
Kimchi, what's wrong with you?
She ate a Tekite sculpture, and so did I. So we got a door back there leading into a lab. It's a space vessel. They built this thing above a ship. There's also a tomb, and I hate that. I love it. Ah.
Okay, what is this place? What happened here? What happened out there was beautiful, Colonel.
Oh God, Doctor, scan her.
She appears to be suffering from an overdose of Azzilott. So is Azzilott.
Oh, the aphrodisiac. Can I have some of that? No, Henderson.
She's messed up. There's gotta sleep it off, Captain. You'll be all right, Miriam. Ah, I know we'd find you here. Welcome to the inside of the Pink Tower. The locals have been unable to figure out how this stuff got here, and I have never set foot in here until now. But hopefully, we can use some of this stuff to cure Mr. Dark. We can't just use it. It's sacred to the Tekite.
The scientists of my planet give the religious ones a wide berth. We have been leasing the tower for use for over a week. That is why there was going to be a celebration. We were going to open the tower to visitors and scientists to figure it out. But now that my father is here, we can open it grand scale.
The secrets in here can be used for good or evil.
It doesn't matter. Your officer will be treated at the best of our labs. And then Kimchi will recover and be all right too, but might have a hangover.
Well, it's not like that. It hasn't happened before.
Maybe the Tekites can deal with my situation too.
Well, I think this should be hidden from visitors. We've already contaminated the site being here, and have spread our germs everywhere, and inhaled dust from this place. We're going to need to be checked out also.
All right then, to the lab. We didn't just find alien medical records. We found out what my daughter has. A Zeldanian nintendosis. Doctor thinks she'll make a full recovery. Just as well, everybody that I had contact with should be tested. Oh my god, it's a good thing I didn't get pregnant with Azzilott. No offense.
That is physically impossible. I took precautions and we're the wrong species.
Well, Mr. Henderson, about your other ailment, we're going to need to use the probe immediately.
I hope it's a rectal probe. I like those.
That's why it's not going to be a rectal one. My ancestor, Dr. Tabby, would be proud. I figured it out.
Yes, Mother.
My distant ancestor was Tiana. She was a cat lady, served on the Cerritos. I think her ancestors met before. Well, no more Azzilott for Kimchi, or Azzilott, but we can still enjoy a short leave. It's interesting, though, that the Azzilott contains elements of that virus. The nintendosis. Just us again for that. All ready to probes. This is an interesting mission, but I don't want to repeat what happened.
Neither do I. I have kitty claw marks in weird places on me.
I don't even want to know the details.
Dun dun!